Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Sunday Streaming here on Rage Select. I'm Jeff.
I'm John.
I'm Amanda.
What, Amanda?
I'm only here for an hour, so
Oh, what?
enjoy me while you can.
All right, and we're
I always
playing
do.
the Dwarves. The Dwarves. Which is
Here
a
are
game.
the dwarves.
We've actually, it occurred to me that this is a THQ Nordic published game, the same people that did the War Mastered edition. And there, I don't know, there was a trailer for this, and I wanted to play it, so I decided to play it. People were like, "Oh, why aren't you playing Final Fantasy 15?" I'm like, because
Dwarves.
you don't want to watch us just drive around in a car and do nothing for 3 hours.
And some people are like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, and some people were like, "Hey, why don't you play Let It Die?" And I'm like, because Let It Die. Oh, I'm gonna say I'm saving that for something else. Girdle Guard.
Against orcs, ogres,
All right.
and all the other beasts of Tion. We are the guardians of Girdlegard.
You have my axe.
Why do their hats don't seem to fit quite right?
We are the dwarves.
So apparently this is based on a book called The Dwarves.
Sure.
Yeah, never read it before. Don't know what's going on. The true Mowgli, maybe give us like 10 minutes before we start in on like, oh my God, is your hair on fire? Last of Us 2, what? What? What?
My hair was on fire once.
Once.
Oh, is that what happened? Oh, man.
It's
All right, what do we got
dangers of
here?
when you spits hot fire.
Summon, zoom in and out, previous next hero, move camera, pause game, highlight objects, open character screen, confirm action, move unit, select ability. All right. Well, hopefully this won't be just the... oh, okay, there we go. Pause the game at any time by pressing...
Kill the attackers.
The camera is moved with the right stick. Okay. Uh-oh.
Just kill them in their stupid faces.
Select the ability Leap Attack and choose a target on the battlefield. Okay, Leap Attack. Oh, no. Is this going to be... Ah, fuck you, THQ Nordic. Okay. Choose a target on the battlefield. These guys down here?
Yeah, whatever. Blowing them up.
I'm trying to...
Pee on them.
Hang
That's what
on,
you're doing,
yeah,
right?
that's what it looks
That's
like.
a piss string,
Angle
right?
that trajectory.
blarg. Okay, that was very...
Watch the haps.
That wasn't really...
How about
super-
thee?
Okay, you know what? Ah, motherfucker. You know what? I don't know if we're going to play this.
You didn't play this before you decided, did
this
you?
is the fourth THQ Nordic game that I've played that has just a garbage dick frame rate that just like looks. I mean, it looks okay, but the frame rate is just really terrible. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay, am I winning? I can't tell.
Yes.
You're
You're winning. You're doing so good.
Am I?
You're like the best.
I don't know.
It's like, oh man, this is.
You're the best at wrestling. Yeah.
Who are? Oh, okay, here
Get
we go.
the bricks.
Ah, there we go. Fuck it. I'm a dwarf.
You're like the tallest dwarf. It's like.
So when do one of these people build a turret and shoot down all the enemies?
I don't think it's like that. I don't think it's that kind of dwarf. I can see that there appear to be lots of red guys, and I'm the only green guy. Or I guess I got some yellow guys
I
there
think
with
the
me.
yellow dying guys are your guys, so you
How
might
about-
want to.
What? That was horrible.
Did you just scare them?
I don't know.
You're
I was
like,
yell at
ah,
'em.
and they're like,
Do it.
ah!
trying to do a jump, and it didn't work. Okay, so okay, there we go. How about if let's try whatever this is. Okay.
You killed one guy.
All right.
Good job, Jeff.
How about this one?
A present from the workshop.
Oh, maybe that's the turret that you were talking about, John. What's the present? Go to the chest and press X when the symbol appears. With the grenades, you can be creative. How do I even get there?
How do you go to the chest?
That's a good question.
Many a men have that goal.
I know.
Let's see. Where the hell is the chest?
Everyone knows the chest is the thing everyone wants.
So if I can just leave, but I can't.
Just to make sure, we're talking about boobs, right?
Yeah, we're talking about them titties.
Okay.
If I do that, can I jump up here? Apparently not.
Final Fantasy King 9. Quick! Summon the Chicken Man.
Oh, man.
Who?
The Chicken Man.
So in
the
Totally
hell is this
Accurate Battle
chest?
Simulator, there's a character named Chicken Man who's a guy wearing a trench
Oh,
coat
that's right, you told
who
me.
poops out chickens.
Yeah, and
and then there's Chicken Man
Yeah.
who is a giant wearing a trench coat who poops out men wearing trench coat who poop out chickens.
I think
damn
the
it.
trench coat detail is the most important detail.
It is.
Where the
Because then
hell
it's
is
just like
this?
everybody else.
Just run towards the enemy's area. Maybe there's a chest over there.
Oh, okay. Like
Run
over
into
here?
the arrows. Just run into them.
Like over here?
Yeah. Just
Like over where this is?
yeah.
Off the cliff.
Okay.
It turns out the chest
If
at the
you-
bottom of that
It's at
gorge.
the bottom of the cliff?
Yeah.
Go for
Are you
it.
guys sure?
I'm 100%.
That doesn't seem right. I don't know.
I'm
It
an-
totally
I
is.
played this game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I prestiged it.
Oh, did
Yeah.
Does it even have that?
I 100%.
It does, totally.
I 100%ed it. I got all them trophies.
Okay.
Yeah, if you check her
unlocked all
PlayStation
the,
account, it totally all the trophies.
Yeah.
This game
Platinum.
came out
She
like
I
platinumed it.
platinumed it.
2
That's-
days ago. You just marathoned it.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
didn't, like,
yeah,
work
that's all
or
I
anything?
do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all she does. She kicked me off. I was trying to play Let It Die and Parappa the Rappa, and she just said, "No, fuck that. I got to play this Dwarves game."
Ah! Just run into the wall and fall down. Good job, Blavel Flaggers, Flagging Logan.
You've killed 46 of 60 orcs.
All right. Are
just in
they
case you were trying to keep track.
are they all on me now? Are every single one of them fucking
Ace?
The ones over there, yes,
Oh, well.
because the other ones are currently.
Oh God, there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to
and
heal or something. What's this?
all your
thing there?
dwarves are dead, sir.
That doesn't
You
do
only
enough.
need 7 more to get that 60, yo.
Okay.
Ace of Cards.
Of course, you're gonna die.
Fucking.
Ace of Cards wanted to know, Jeff, dwarf
Yes.
lady or elf lady?
Well, see, if it comes to like dating elf lady, because they're all super pretty and
I
stuff.
thought you hated elves.
Yeah, I hate elves because they're super pretty and they live forever. But if that's what I'm talking
But
about.
that doesn't mean I'm not going to fuck one if I get the
Yeah,
opportunity.
but if we're talking about who do you want to fuck, then I want to fuck the immortal pretty people. Okay.
I'd fuck a dwarf.
I don't know where the.
I feel like they have better stamina.
I mean, I'd be weirded out by the beard, but you know.
I'm into it.
Jesus, Alex. I don't platinum games. That's garbage. Or, I'm sorry, if you like to do that, that's cool, but I think achievements and trophies are
He was
terrible.
like, how many of you platinumed? I platinumed this many, and you're like, platinuming is garbage.
The
I
people who-
don't see the point in some,
Jeff thinks people who platinum games are
I
like
didn't
the
say that.
worst people in all
I didn't say
existence.
that.
He just
That's not
he
what I
thinks
said.
I'm just-
that
look,
the
I'm-
people need to be segregated from the rest of society.
not what I said.
and
Just saying that when he read the question,
he said it's worse than voting for Donald Trump.
I didn't say that either.
when he was
I did
reading,
not say that.
When he was reading the question, he was in fact doing the jerk off motion.
I did
so-
not do that. I did not say that. I'm not a part of it.
I'm just saying, Alex, you know I don't got a problem with you, but Jeff, now that he knows the platinum thing,
Gee, Amanda, this didn't happen last week. Last week, John just like sat there and was like, Meh.
So you're saying you didn't? Miss
what did we
it.
play last week?
I don't even remember. It was it was the No Man's Sky Foundation.
Oh
update.
yeah, that's right. I was falling asleep.
Yeah, you were literally falling asleep here.
Oh, like, Alex, Jeff, how could you say that?
I don't like trophies. I think they suck. I think they tap into this desire that people have to get to fill up a list to 100%, even when they have stupid goals like, "We'll beat the entire game only using your pinky and
I
never
mean-
take a single hit of damage." And it's like,
How could-
eat dicks, whatever
How
game.
could you say that? We tapped on the X button 10,000 times.
Sure.
Jeff.
Yeah.
10,000.
That was your thing, not mine. I wanted to quit the entire time, if you will recall.
Right.
I wanted to
and because
stop.
we didn't, the patrons got an extra video.
Damn right they
So
did.
who's the winner in the long run?
the patrons?
I don't know.
Dr. Von
Somebody
Boogie?
definitely
Not
won.
us getting achievements.
Dr.
Tapping, breaking my controller.
Dr. Von Boogie, it's not just today; it's every day.
What's-
He said, "Man, Jeff is old and very cranky today." And I said, "It's not just today; it's every day."
I just, I had a friend who was like,
Oh, you had a friend
Yeah.
now. Is that you just have all these friends everywhere, and no one else has friends, and we're not as good as you. Just friends everywhere.
I had the coffee. He had Dr. Pepper, and he has gone nuts.
I'm like, I didn't even finish the sentence. All right. There was so much more beyond I had a friend one time.
Oh, look who's the big man. He has a friend.
That's what we're doing. Then sure, whatever.
I'm sorry. Continue.
He's not even sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
So tell us about this friend.
No, he was always up my ass about like, oh man, I got more trophies than you on
There's
the PlayStation
a chest.
Network.
Do you see it?
No.
Didn't something just fall right next to walk?
Where?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, I paused the game. Where is it?
Wait, hang on. I gotta play.
Is that the chest? Like that? I mean, I can go over here. Are those grenades that he was talking about? Did I get
X.
Yeah,
Press
hit
X.
X.
Okay. Blarg! Wait, do I have grenades now?
Go to the chest, press X. How the fuck were you supposed to be able to see that? The only reason I saw it is because I saw it fall.
Here we go. How about a little bit of this?
McMillan wanted
Blarg.
to point out, my father was killed by a friend, Jeff. But what was he up your ass about?
Achievements, about trophies.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
constantly just like, oh man, last night I totally surpassed you. I totally got to level 14 PlayStation achievements, and I was like, dude, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I can tell you that you can have all the achievements, and I just don't give a shit because I don't give a shit about achievements or trophies or any of that
John,
stuff.
didn't
so.
you have a friend that did that?
Oh,
and
no,
then
yeah,
he, like,
no, my
bragged
friend-
when he beat you, and you're like, huh, so he did. Like,
Well, it was like he's like, oh man, you got so many achievement points on the Xbox Live, and I was like, yeah, I guess I do. And then he's like, I'm catching up to you. I'm like, are you? And he's like, yeah. Last night you had like 60,000, and now I've got like 55, and I'm almost there. I've just got to play, like 5 more games, and I'm caught up with you. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then like the next day he goes, you're a son of a bitch. And I'm like, what? What happened? And he goes, you just jumped up 2,000 achievement points after I told you that I was catching up. You're a son of a bitch. I'm like, I just played 2 games, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
Brian Salisbury and I said before, it could be summed up perfectly by Tommy Lee Jones's line delivery when Harrison Ford says, I don't kill my wife in the movie.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Is that your friend, Brian Salisbury?
No.
Is that who you're trying to?
Brian Salisbury doesn't play video games. You know this.
And we also know that Brian Salisbury's not his friend.
Yeah. Yep.
He's a friend to no one.
He's a friend to no man.
But there will be no reinforcements arriving.
That's
Is
what
that a
he said.
lady dwarf?
Hundreds of brave warriors lie inside the fortress dying.
Who's
Yes.
talking?
The illness is running
That
rampant.
narrator?
Oh.
It brings weakness
But they're reading what
and
that
death.
old guy's saying, so maybe. No.
Nope, nope.
Narration.
That's weird.
Of which we are made. Nothing can break us. Fracas is with
Did you say
us.
fuck us?
Yeah, fuck us is with us. Rah, for the dwarves.
Now you're Gizelbert,
I'm Gizelbert. Yep.
not Glandolin.
Yep. Oh shit.
Gizelbert,
They got some-
Brizzled Beard,
Got some big dudes. Roll fizzle beef.
Beef Hard Stew.
Like these guys.
Is that a porn name?
I don't know.
Beef hard stew?
No. I was trying to do Space Mutiny personally.
I
but-
was actually going that way myself.
I'm mixed level of confusion.
Yep. What's some
It's
of the
a
ones?
Final
MST3K
Fantasy
joke.
King 9. Brian Salisbury is up Jeff's ass?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
That I can't control your fan fiction, bro. But that's not what was said, and that's not what's going on.
Well, you did say you had a friend up your ass.
Yeah,
so.
I did. I did. But it's not
So
Brian
all his-
Salisbury.
If you want to send
And as
Jeff
we
a
established
friend
earlier,
request-
Brian Salisbury's
Oh,
friend to no
dang!
one.
Did some people just get knocked off of the
Yes,
bridge?
they did.
Yep.
That's amazing.
I'm Flarge. Flamagrage. Go. Or I'm a dwarf. Ah. What does this one do?
Yeah, I think on
Arr.
Xbox, like it's kind of funny. Like I've maybe 100%ed like 2 games on Xbox Live.
Yeah.
And one was a
Law and Order game?
one was NCIS.
That's what it was.
One was an NCIS game, and the other one was one of their. Oh, if you do this, this will will reward. Like they weren't even a game. It was just like. The Lost game was another one. The Lost Via Domus.
Wasn't that one of those ones that you could get like just by opening the game and opening like a menu and then you were done?
No, I mean you had to work to get it, but I mean it wasn't even really work. It was literally you play the game
Yeah.
and you get all the achievements just by beating the game.
Oh, okay. See, I don't really. I mean, I don't mind them. It's just that there are folks who get obsessed with them, and I think that there's plenty of them. Like I don't mind when it's just a normal thing. When it's like, yeah, like just like what you just said, play the game, get the achievements, good to go. But it's one of those things where it's like, oh, beat it on hard and never get hit and go backwards the entire time. That I'm just like, you just shut up. That's not. Oh shit! I gotta move. Glandolin, would you get around those guys? I need your bombs and my bombs. Blammo!
Oh shit!
Skablam.
Oh, must have slipped.
Yep.
You need to destroy the catapult.
Okay, that's cool. We're working our way up there. We killed so many orcs. I think they're just infinitely respawning, though. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Go, Gizelbert! Get to the cannons! Oh, yeah, they're just coming down here infinitely, aren't they?
Yeah.
I thought I was beating up the catapults before. Blarg! Get the other guy. Let's get him over here, too. Fucking Glandolin. He can jump. Jump all the way over here. Blarg! 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 All right. Fucking blast that thing. Let's go to the
Hit
other
it when
deer.
you charge it.
I don't know. Seemed like it. Is this one dead yet, or nope? I think he keeps fighting orcs.
Bomber BCM asks, am I the only one who feels like they could represent themselves in court from watching so much Law and Order?
Yes.
I don't know if I ever told this on Rage Select, but I actually used to watch a lot of Law and Order.
Mm-hmm.
Like so much that I actually drove a roommate insane.
Oh.
Because not so much now, but when TNT first started like doing like Law and Order, they'd literally air like 6 episodes of the original OG Law and Order like every day.
Yeah.
And then like there were like 3 other channels that also aired Law and Order at different times of the day. And so I actually had a long-running theory that regardless of the time of day, some channel somewhere was airing Law and Order, one of the Law and Order shows. So you could legitimately watch Law and Order for 24 hours on cable TV if you wanted. Was a theory that I had. And
look, shit dwarves or elves. Sorry.
Same difference.
Yeah.
yeah, elves are just shit dwarves. They just got tall.
Pretty
Speaking
shit
of
dwarves.
shit dwarves, what the fuck is that green smoke falling?
The horse farted.
In his fury, the old king radiates a ferocious power. that
But,
numbs Italia's children
So
with
like
stun. But the
and I actually like Law and Order, the OG Law and Order.
Yeah.
I like it.
Never watched it.
So I'd watch it. Like if I'm bored and there was nothing on that I wanted to watch and there's no video games I wanted to play,
TV, like,
I would just put it on Law and Order and watch it. And literally, it got to the point that he just one day came out of his room and goes, "If I hear that fucking chug sound one more goddamn time, I'm gonna fucking break the TV." And
just make a little soundboard with the chun chun, and then when he walks in, he looks, and you're watching something.
well, it was funny because I saw that it was coming to a commercial. And I was like, "You might wanna hide your ears."
Don't punch the TV, please.
Fracas, forgive me for what I am about to do.
Uh-oh.
I do prefer OG Law and
What?
Order over all other Law and Orders. Not too much into SVU. Bomber BCM asked if I was.
Wait, why did he axe that dude? Did he axe him a question?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's a groaner. I see.
But
That's
I'm
where
also
the line is, huh, Amanda?
Yeah, right.
any episode with Jack McCoy and Lenny Briscoe, then those are the best episodes of Law and Order.
Do I have to activate these runes, or is he doing that on his own?
But anyways, enough Law and Order talk.
Chun chun.
Never watched Law and Order, so I couldn't tell anything about it.
You're missing out.
I don't want any part of that.
Chun chun.
Yeah.
Come on, man, Dick Wolf.
Yeah, no,
Dick Wolf.
Oh no, wait, that's not true. I watched one episode of Law and Order. It was the Gamergate episode. Of Law
Oh
and Order.
no, Jeff. Why
It
is
was-
that the one you go to?
It was hilarious because the internet was talking about it, and I used to not ignore. I used to just be like, well, maybe this is something we could talk about on the podcast, and I think we did. I think I was just like, well, this is stupid, but no more. It has no more basis in reality than any other episode of Law and Order has basis in actual criminal procedure.
But they're ripped from the headlines.
Yeah, sure. Yes, absolutely. Except that the Gamergate episode was like their Gamergate analog were I think he had like a The Cell style prison in his basement that he kidnapped some lady developer. So I don't know. It was whatever. That's the only episode that I ever watched. I just don't. I've got better things to do. Ah!
Good job, Jeff.
Whee! Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, no wait. I put it on medium.
Good job, Jeff.
Yeah, no, I do what I can. I do what I can.
But yeah, it's also weird that when I kind of stopped watching Law and Order, I switched over to NCIS, and then when I stopped watching NCIS, I think I switched over to some other police procedural.
CSI.
Yeah. So no. I'm sorry. I went Law and Order, CSI, NCIS.
Did you go to JAG from there?
I never did JAG. I never watched JAG.
No
though
JAG.
NCIS is a spinoff of JAG.
Yeah.
So.
Also, like the most popular TV show ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
But
I watch The Wire from time to time. That's about as far as I go for
Yeah.
police procedurals.
I don't think I've actually watched a police procedural in a while because I don't watch a lot of TV anymore, except for like the DC superhero shows, which they just had their big crossover, which was pretty good.
I heard about that.
Everything's still Barry's fault. Fucking Barry Allen.
Fuck you, Barry Allen.
Well, he needs to stop fucking with the time stream.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like the Doc Brown of. Wait. Okay. Good. All right. Like the Doc Brown of the DC universe.
You mean the Biff Tannen?
None of that would have happened if fucking Doc Brown hadn't have wanted to build a time machine in the first place.
In fairness, he just wanted to be an observer.
Yeah.
And it was Marty McFly that fucked shit up.
Oh shit. Well, maybe if Doc Brown hadn't have cheated a bunch of Libyans for the plutonium that he needed.
I mean, if anything, he saved the world because he didn't make a bomb for a bunch of terrorists.
Yeah. Do we know those guys are terrorists?
They
Yeah.
wanted him to make a bomb. What
They
the
shot a fucking missile launcher at him.
They. Okay, let's examine what we know.
Okay.
They want him to make them a bomb. We don't know
Yes.
what they want to use that bomb for. They could be using it for good reasons. They could be using it
What-
to build a
what-
children's hospital or to feed the hungry.
how is a bomb used to make a children's
You
hospital,
blow
Jeff?
up the old warehouse that was there, and then you build a children's hospital where the warehouse
I don't
was.
think it works that way, Jeff.
Hey, are you a structural engineer?
Maybe.
Well, then you need to tell me so that we can do more of the games where you have to build stuff.
Yeah, maybe you could have helped him build a roller coaster.
And then, as to your point, Amanda, about they shot a rocket launcher at Doc Brown, he took their plutonium and their money and then cheated them. Like, I'm not saying that rocket launcher is the best solution or the only solution, but rocket launcher's not a terrible way to start. Did you close the thing? Did you activate the runes? Oh. Hey, wait a minute.
Wasn't that door open?
Yeah.
Or did you?
Oh! Everybody's getting stabbed. Damn, that's a strong sword. Your armor sucks, dwarf.
Magic elf sword.
Look at me. I am Syntheras,
Shut
the
up.
reaper of your death.
Shut up.
I will take your life,
Shut up.
and the land will take your soul. Get out of my sight, pointy ears, and let me delight at the closed gate a little longer.
Yeah.
The gate may have closed, but when you rise again from the dead by the power of the land, you will be one of us, and you will open it. Never! My soul belongs to Vrakas. No. Your soul now belongs to the land, and henceforth you will belong to it forever. Now die, and return. Then hand us Girdlegard.
Okay.
Is he gonna be okay?
I think he's going to die and he's going to come back to life and he's going
I
to
don't
hand
think
him
that's what's gonna happen.
Girdle Guard.
No.
I don't wanna go.
He's not gonna girdle guard.
I'm going to go to Girdle Guard.
No, don't girdle guard.
Don't go to Girdle Guard.
Don't do it.
No, come on. Ah, boo, Girdle Guard. Yeah, apparently somebody pointed out in the comment section of Planet Coaster that there was totally like a fix all the problems and autocomplete this coaster button that you just hit one time.
God damn it, Jeff.
Hey, man, I didn't read the instructions. Whose fault is that?
Yours?
Literally you. The exact, yeah.
I blame time and space.
Why did you even say, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play in sandbox mode for a couple minutes before we
I've got a
start and
reputation
then
to uphold.
not try a
If you
tutorial
can't
so you knew what you were
rely on the
doing.
dwarf,
Yeah.
what can
It was
you rely on?
upsetting, Jeff. I went
Well,
home
Jeff
and
sees
cried.
tutorials like he sees the instructions. They're for pussies and people worse than Trump.
It's a suggestion. It's a
And, you know,
suggestion, not a requirement.
they're the worst people in their special places in hell.
He told me that people that follow instructions and go through tutorial modes are actually worse than people that give a shit about platinuming games. That's what he told me.
Yeah, it's like they're just the worst of the worst.
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds a lot like me. That sounds like what I say all the time. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds exactly like me.
When you were teething, I carried you around the vaults. You played with my beard and I sang you to sleep.
What?
Frala smiles. She's heard this story many times before.
Oh, that's the narrator.
23 cycles ago. I'm quite sure
You can just say years. We're not going to be like, oh.
If what you've read about the dwarven lifespan is true, it'll be another 300 sun cycles and more before you are called to the Eternal Forge.
Yeah, right.
The certainty of one day having to witness Frala's death already burdens your heart.
Yeah, right.
I better not keep the Magus waiting.
See
you
you
a
later.
lady girl or
There's
are you
goulash
the
for
guy?
dinner.
We're the guy. We're the dwarf. I don't know what tipped you off, but
There was a time when
Maybe
you could
she's
hardly
like
lift
honorary
your
dwarf.
hand. Now you barely notice it anymore, and it feels like an extension of your arm.
yep. All right, cool.
Bomber BCM wants to know what our favorite movie line is.
As an example, he gives, "I'll buy that for $1" from RoboCop."
Yeah. I don't know. I can't.
There are so many lines that I say that are just from everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bar BCM. That's one of the. That's a. Okay, listen.
People who ask questions like that are are right between people who.
Nope.
You're like a step below.
Nope. I'm gonna phrase this the way that I mean to phrase it.
Oh, okay, this is how he means it.
Hey,
Any question that starts with the words "What is your favorite?" is incredibly difficult to answer, because generally speaking, unless you list off 3 things, you are asking us to evaluate everything in the entire world in the category of what is about to be said out loud. So, probably not going to be able to answer that question.
The goulash will get burnt.
You immediately recognize what the problem is. A chain running over a pulley for positioning the cauldron is detached from its
I
mounting.
don't know.
and
The one that goes through my
cauldron's
head
stuck
is
in one
the
place.
nuns at St. Agnes
It's a heavy
predicted this.
load,
Yeah.
none of the family
I'm
life
robbing the
feels
fucking Vatican?
superior even during
The
kitchen
nuns,
duty.
St.
They're
Agnes
nothing.
predicted
They might
this.
burn their fingers.
I do quote that movie a lot.
Hudson Hawk.
I quote that movie a lot.
Yeah.
Because Hudson Hawk is fucking awesome.
I hate that movie so much.
Our mine and John's love is based
So-
solely on
Your hate?
on.
On how much I hate Hudson Hawk.
No, actually, I love that
We
movie.
wouldn't have gotten together if you had to found out how much you fucking hate
Yeah.
Hudson Hawk.
No, it's based on our mutual love for Hudson Hawk.
Yeah.
Well, Barbie's and that doesn't help. There's just a million. And favorite is favorite, and that means a thing. So I can't answer that
It'd be
question.
a waste of goulash. And I'm hungry.
Don't waste
Here,
the goulash.
hold this.
That guy's so squinty. Repair the mounting bracket. All right.
You damned freak!
For a moment, you hope the famulus really does raise his hand to you. But then he comes to his senses and leaves the kitchen, his face bright red.
What a pair you are.
What?
I don't know.
You know what we quote most though is Clerks the animated series.
Yeah, we do quote that a
Vegetables,
lot.
Bread,
Yeah.
cheese, but the cook is not to be trifled with.
Yeah, right. I'm going to go out there and hit stuff with an axe.
This is fun. Can you fix more people's stoves and shit?
I didn't play this. I don't have a chance to play every fucking game before we put it on the thing.
Yeah, I bet there was a tutorial level and
speak
he
to Lord
just didn't
Yeoman
want to play
first.
it because
'Cause, you
you know
know.
how he feels about people who play
Yeah.
Speak
tutorial
to Lord
level.
Yo.
Motherfuckers. I will turn this stream around. We will go home. And
I
then
mean, I gotta leave.
nobody
it
goes to Grandma's house today.
Oh no, not that. That's the worst punishment of all. So I'll just stay home then. What is your favorite porn website?
No.
X videos?
No.
What?
I'm more of a Pornhub person.
Dude,
There are
fuck
apparently-
off is my answer to that question. I'm not answering the question, what's your favorite porn website?
I find it funny that both Amanda and I answered that question pretty quickly, and you're over there like, I don't look at porn. People who look at
No.
porn are like
No.
the worst people in history.
No,
They're
no.
like worse than people who talk in a movie theater.
Once
it's
again,
like
that's not what I said. I said it's none of your goddamn business. Not that I don't watch porn, because I do. It's just none of your goddamn business what fucking websites I go to. Jesus Lord.
Joe's having a bad day.
Oh, man, I was supposed to do something after I got done with this. I told that person, I don't know if I'm going to, because a lot of times after the stream, all I want to do is murder humanity and burn the world down, so...
Man, I am impressed with Quick Kick and his ex-hamster suggestion. Good job, Quick Kick. You like the fucking crazy porn. You can find all the freaky shit on X-Hamster.
Black Saddle, 300 miles away.
300 miles? That's a long journey. Who are you going to entrust with this?
Is the thing you were going to do after the stream record a video with me?
There is
No,
one
after that.
better to take on this journey. You have acquired
Something
much
social that
knowledge.
I'm not
You
going
are
to talk about on
almost
the
a
air.
scholar.
Okay.
You
All
don't
right.
have
That's
the
just a nice
most
way of saying
family
you're not
lie about
invited,
the
John.
garden and
It's okay. I
inhabitants.
understand.
Something
It's time
social.
for
You
to
can't
go
know
out
about
into
it.
the world and see
It's a
with
no
your
Johns
own
allowed.
eyes.
Party.
John's
With
allowed.
pleasure.
I'll tell you what it is during the break.
I don't care, dude.
And then it'll be like, why would I invite you to that thing?
I don't want you to
So,
invite me.
Okay.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay, good, because you're not
Look after the
I'm just
bag and
saying, I'm
don't
just
lose
messing
it.
with you.
May Palandir
I know.
be with you.
I know.
And Vrakas too, of course.
I'll set off immediately. I'll see you soon, Lot Yeoman.
I completely don't have any idea what's going on here.
What's his name? Mopik?
Mopik.
Mopik
312.
says, after listening to you for a couple of weeks, I didn't realize how funny you are. Good GF, John? Good girlfriend?
Yeah. Fiance, actually. But, sure. Congratulate me on her being funny. That
You're
seems
all
weird.
very welcome.
Um,
I'm less funny as time progresses. The more time you spend with me, the less funny it is.
I don't think that's true.
I beat him if he doesn't say that, so don't worry about it. It's fine.
The beatings have no impact on whether or not I'll say that.
It has a lot of impact on a lot of things.
It does, but
Like,
not
you
on whether or not I'll say
You forgot
that.
Thursday.
Just as you reach the door,
This is true.
I just hit you so hard and the entire day. Gone.
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa, fiance. Beat him with a wet noodle? Y'all are some
Hello, Frala.
kinky shit.
Yeah, that's weird.
I need provisions.
Provisions for 300 miles.
You're grinning from ear to ear. Finally,
I don't
you've got
understand why the
chance to
narrator
see
keeps
something
cutting
of
over the
world.
actual dialogue.
300? Tungdil, that's no errand. That's an epic journey.
I
Wait,
mean, it's
I've
just...
got just the right thing. But make sure the cook doesn't see.
I'm going to Black Saddle to return a few things.
He's
to
going to a
Emperor
Black
Princess
Sabbath
Amelia.
concert?
Yeah, you're gonna need a lot more than 300.
Enough food for the first few days of your journey.
Okay.
I got a present for you,
Got a
Frala.
present for you.
You take out a symbol of protection that you've carefully made from 3 horseshoe nails.
It's not the finest jewelry in
Trash,
Gandalf.
basically.
Aw.
One look at Frala's
Kinda looks like he
face
just
makes
dumped it in
clear
that
that
soup
it
next
doesn't
to her,
matter.
or
He's
whatever
like, here,
that is.
eat it, put it in your mouth, enjoy.
So she takes the pendant.
For me.
I mean, my dad made me a bracelet out of
'Cause
pennies,
you
and it
don't
was
see
like
me as an
prized
oddity and
possession
you're
when I
like a
had
little
it.
sister to me.
Okay.
You
He
could have
welded pennies together.
but
I
she
was like,
settled
pretty
a
sure you're not
shrug
supposed to
and a
do
crooked
that.
smile.
Also, turned my wrist green because it's made out of pennies.
Yep.
But it was really cool. I
have
still
to
have
go.
it. Penny bracelet.
My glasses make a
I wish
green
you
line on the
blessing
side of
of
my head.
Palandir and Vrakas to protect
That's
you
not the
from all
glasses.
danger in your
Yeah.
journey. Here.
What else could possibly be making green lines? That's just a vein that pops out when we talk about him. When he feels it, and then the vein pops out and it's green.
That would be cool. I like to have green veins.
Right? Like some sort of weird alien. That's how we find out.
Are you the
Yes.
Hulk? Is that what's going on?
That's what I
It's
am.
the
You're just not
Ganda
angry
thing.
enough to actually Hulk out?
Oh, I'm angry enough. I'm angry enough.
Oh, gee, look at the time. Doesn't Amanda have to get the fuck out of here? Good times. I miss this. We're really going to go to work on a high note.
Yeah.
Oh, God, he
fuck?
farted.
What the fuck?
Oh, no, he just teleported it.
What
Oh,
the
it's Baron Harkonnen.
Ah!
Since we last met face to face.
There's a reason for that.
Welcome. Please.
His name is Newton?
No, thank you, my friend. These are urgent matters, and I don't have much time.
Do you need to go to the planet Arrakis?
Come to Leos Newton immediately. The perished land is stirring. Are you sure? What makes you think that? I found out about 60 orbits ago, during a visit to the borders. Our magical barriers have weakened and become porous. The Elfar have
Got
left their
melting
land.
candle.
Oh my god.
A huge horde of
You-
orcs have marched
Existence
into
is painful for me.
Were you able to strengthen the spell with
That's
your magic?
never gonna heal if you don't stop picking at it.
Oh,
I can't repair the damage alone.
God. Please leave all those clothes as on as humanly possible.
The other
Those aren't
four
clothes. Those are permanently grafted to his skin.
But we
Whoa.
need your help too. I will set off for Parista without delay. Oh, and as you're coming, could you also take
Could
the
you never say that
opportunity
word
to
again?
bring back the things that I lent to you? Of course. I have them already packed in a bag. Oh, thank you.
What do you think? This guy a good guy?
We'll be
I'm
He's the
pretty- he
hero
is-
of the story, right?
Yeah, he's a good guy. I have seen nothing.
Leaves
that
only
would've-
the fresh scent of pine when he leaves. That's another movie I do quote a lot. The MST3K movie.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was brute.
What?
I was thinking that the thing that you were saying, I thought that was from the
Utterly blinded
Mitchell
by the
episode.
sunlight, you squeeze your
Yeah.
eyes.
No,
Fresh
no,
smell
no.
of
The
brute.
movie.
Only a few steps.
Uh,
The time
self-cleaning
spent
alien
underground has
only
made you
leaves the
so
fresh.
sensitive
Cleaning
to
mutant.
light
Yeah,
that you're
mutant. Leaves
forced
only
to
the
seek
fresh scent of
shelter
pine.
in the shade of a mighty oak.
Okay, Mighty Oak Shade. So, oh wow, there's little dots. How big is this world?
You already liked it?
Jeez, Lord. Well, damn.
Dr. Von Boogie. How do you think that guy has sex? And with who? Probably very, very poor, like hookers.
Yeah,
And
he's like a king or a
he looks
magister or something
so
like
like
that,
a harem
right?
or something. I don't know.
He probably gets really expensive hookers.
And then I mean poor as in unfortunate, not poor as in
Oh.
like
Custom sunlight.
financially
The
struggling.
smile spreads across your
And
face
he looks like he's a rough rider.
You've covered a decent distance.
He doesn't
on
look
the
like he'd
first
be very
day of
caring
your big
lover.
journey. You
I'm
pitch
just
your
saying.
camp and lie down to sleep on the hard forest floor.
Okay.
He seems
When
like
you
someone who
awake
would
in
just
the
lay there
morning, your legs are
and let the
stiff
woman
and
do all the
aching.
work.
Trying not to feel sorry for yourself.
Yeah,
you
probably.
throw your rucksack over
Or
your shoulder.
worse of all, he likes to be on top and she's just covered in it.
Ugh.
Yeah. Have a nice night.
Ugh. In the words of Ernest P. Worrell, ew.
Quick Kick did ask if any of the choices of movies I liked make it in the cut for the MST3K Turkey Day Marathon. Some of them I knew where they were going to be. My favorite movie did not make it in the top 6, which I find to be a travesty. But you know,
Which one's your top?
my favorite movie is Cave Dwellers. You know, out of the
Didn't we
ones-
watch that right after?
Clattering
Yes.
rucksack,
Okay.
And a dwarf's inability to be quiet
Okay.
makes the crows fly.
Quick Kick be like watching the ripples after you throw a stone in a lake. Oh man.
Fernando R2. Thanks, guys. I was eating. You're welcome.
It's like if you put pudding in a water balloon.
No. No. Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't you?
No, no. No, no. No, no. This is a Jeff Goldblum situation. We spent so much time trying to figure out if we could that we never asked if we should.
I didn't spend any time thinking if I could. I just did it.
But
Now here I am with all these water balloons full of pudding.
pudding? Yeah?
Yeah.
And what are you doing with them?
Oh,
I don't know.
leave them in the sun.
Okay. Right.
Man,
Probably
good
belonged
time.
to one of the dead.
Gee, Zachary, am I the only one that's turned on?
You find a few implements, some provisions, and a map. A route is drawn on it from Parista, Nudin's capital.
Fill a bathtub with
Okay.
balloons filled with pudding,
Oh my god, and then just jump in.
and then just jump in and let it just
Let it consume you.
let it consume you.
You look down on a tall, broadly built man. He's wearing
Plan is
brown
completely
armor
ridiculous.
that is strengthened
It's a lot
by
of work to do.
There's a sword
Take a pudding
lying
bath?
next
Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, because they're in balloons.
Defend himself against something.
Warm. They're warm at this point.
Yeah, they've been in the sun.
Yeah, they're sun-kissed.
So you fill the balloons with pudding, and then you put them in the sun until they get hot, and then you put them into a bathtub, and then you jump into the bathtub?
Yes.
I feel like you could probably just dig a hole in
Yeah,
the ground and
yeah,
like, same
yeah.
thing.
Or you just lie and let
Like
it
a
like,
mama
and
turtle
you kind of sink
lays.
into it, and then you move around inside of the sun-kissed pudding balloons.
You scour the area
Yeah.
once more and ask,
This
There's
is-
nothing
it's
quite
getting-
like
To
it.
be honest, it's getting away from us a little.
Yeah, I would say so.
So anyway, if you guys want us to make pudding water balloons, go ahead and donate to our our pudding balloon fund.
Quick kick, it's chocolate pudding. It's always chocolate pudding.
It's chocolate pudding. No, it's tapioca. With a little, it's like
Well, two of the
Russian
balloons are tapioca.
it's like a Russian roulette because there's one that's just pistachio flavored, so it's got that tinge of green.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But only one of them, and it's a surprise. Which one?
You continue on your way so as to
Okay. What about here? How about this village? Wait, what's my?
We're definitely gonna call it the Splash Pudding Party. It's kind of like a dank worm pit, but you know,
Less dank, less worm, more pudding.
The boy is trying to catch up his sister with a determined look on his face.
Short legs. Walk towards the children and greet them
You walk
amicably.
towards the children. As you raise your hand to greet them, the boy catches sight of you. His
Punches
eyes,
you
now the
straight in
girl
the
has
face.
turned to face you too.
Yeah.
Before you can say a word, she lifts her little brother up into her arm.
Okay. Give the farm a wide berth
To scare the
and
children
continuing your
further.
journey.
a wide
So you-
what?
Berth. Oh, wait, what's this question mark? What is that?
Where's their question mark?
To the left.
Right there.
Oh, well then go to the left.
Oh no, there's one right there too.
Oh,
Go check out question mark.
oh,
Oh, somebody else is moving around out here too.
oh!
Like armies or something.
It might be.
Okay.
You see a flickering light through the trees some way from the path.
Could be a campfire. Approach the fire audibly so you don't frighten
You walk
anybody.
towards the fire with confident strides.
I'm walking
until you
towards the
finally make out
fire.
three broad-shouldered men with axes.
Okay.
Two
They're
rabbits are
joking.
sizzling over the fire. The men
They haven't noticed you yet. Approach the men and try to talk to them.
Once you reach the edge of the fire, the men jump up and grab their axes.
Okay.
Well, I'll be. Is that a ground?
Hey, that's our
The men look
word.
you over suspiciously.
For the intrusion, with whom do I have the pleasure? I'm a traveler and would have nothing against a warm fire and some company.
My
Yeah.
name is Tongdil. I'm only a traveller who would have nothing against a warm fire.
He
and
sounds like
A groundling? We are honest, hard-working men. Why would we have anything to do with groundlings?
what the fuck?
All right. Sure. I'll. Yeah. I'll
You
leave.
shrug your shoulders indifferently.
Wait. What's that? You-
Good. And don't even think about coming back to stab us in the back or steal from us.
Okay.
We'll keep guard.
Whoa.
There's nothing here for groundling scum.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna push
Your
that one a little
heart is
bit.
pounding, and
Pah, all groundlings are thieves and good for nothing.
Wow, this is not even
you find
trying
it
hard with
difficult
the.
to take control of your voice again.
Have you met many dwarves?
Enough to know that you're all dirty thieves.
You old dirty thieves.
Okay. Think about it. I'm a dwarf.
Mr. Tran, what's Amanda doing here, or did she get fired again?
Consider this.
I mean, if I don't leave in a little bit, I probably will get fired.
I thought so.
You turn your back on the men and walk back to the path. None of the men have followed you. You sigh with
Okay, great. So we just had some shit talking. That was.
Maybe you could have been nicer and like really tried to teach him a lesson, you know?
Could have offered him, you know,
But there isn't a bridge
balloons
far
filled with
and
chocolate
wide.
pudding.
The
Yeah.
fisherman's
I
boats
didn't get
glide
any of
over
those
the
from the
water.
keep before
Yeah,
I
that
set
wasn't-
out.
Well,
wasn't
that's the
offered.
problem.
Yeah. That's how I change people's minds. I just offer them some time in
To
the
nearest fisherman.
Sun-kissed
He looks across at
pudding
you
balloons.
pudding pit, yeah.
View the scenery.
Quick Kick really wants Plan Jeff.
You once read a legend
This isn't a
where
Plan Jeff game. I don't.
the goddess of water did not like
Be
the
like,
children who
all
lived a
dwarves
peaceful
are
ba-
stupid and I hate them. What? Murder!
You look down
Well,
on
you
a
know, it's
large
one thing
village
if
on the banks
if
of
we
the
were
border.
just in our own
Some of the village is built on
spot
stilts in the
and
river.
those guys like
A
walked
wooden
up and they were
bridge
like, "Yeah,
spans the
fucking
fast
dwarves," but they were
flowing
just
water.
minding their own business. And then I was
A
like,
huge
"Hey,"
wooden
and they were like,
palisade
"Fuck off!" And I'm
has
like,
been
"All right,
erected to
you know,
protect the village from attack.
it's cool." Let's see. Follow
The
path down to
guards
the
on
gate.
palisade are watching you. Their armor looks well cared for and well made.
Independent on
The smith who made them.
certainly not villagers. Uh oh, am I getting attacked by guards? Oh boy.
I don't want to go to work.
You have to go to work.
Yeah, I start at 5, so I can leave 4 or late after 4, sometime after 4.
We didn't talk about any of the stuff, Mr. Tran, but we could, I guess. We'll probably talk about it more on the podcast next week, but I don't know. Amanda, you got to leave. You got any strong feelings about any of the stuff that was announced yesterday?
Power for the Rapper seems cool.
Yeah.
The remaster. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm trying to think of what else. Almost fall.
No. No.
I'm trying to think of what else. Was it
Let
now?
It Die came out.
Which one's Let It Die?
It's the game I was playing this morning.
The
free-to-play game.
That looked fun. Not my style of game, but it looked fun.
Am I like assaulting this fortress or something? Like, what am I
They
doing?
announced Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yeah. Talk to guards.
I like Marvel vs. Capcom
Some
games.
of the guards begin to whisper as you near the gate.
Hello? What brings you to fair good water? And have you seen any orcs on your travels, Groundling?
The man leaning.
Okay.
It's really weird that they all call you that.
Let's see.
Goodwater is well known for its
We will support you,
hospitality.
Amanda.
A fact that
$1
you've just
every
made up
Sunday.
yourself.
Let me in, and I will tell other travellers. I regret to inform you that we cannot allow you to enter. The gates stay closed once night has fallen.
Oh man. All right.
Well, can I climb the wall?
Let's see. You can end the conversation. You can try to bribe them, or you can say you've got some interesting decorations up there.
The orc heads on the spears look fresh.
They got orc
A
heads?
fact that
Oh yeah,
causes you
totally got
unease
orc heads.
for more than one reason.
Those won't scare orcs away.
I hope not. The more orc heads that end up on those spears, the more gold coins that end up in our pockets. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's like he's chanting to himself, like no one else is talking.
Yeah, so they announced the release date, the U.S. release date for Yakuza 6,
Yep.
and for Yakuza Kiwami, which is a remake of the first Yakuza game.
Yep. Yakuza 6 already had a release
Two
date.
things
Well,
become
Yakuza 6 has a release date in
clear.
Japan, not in the U.S.
That the mercenaries the villagers have
I've
hired
got it
are
listed for
excellent at
December.
killing orcs.
It doesn't come out
Secondly,
until next year.
they sadly
Or wait, am I thinking of
have
Yakuza
no
0?
brains at all.
I think you're thinking of Yakuza 0.
No, no, no.
100%.
I'm saying they announced the U.S. release date as next year. The Japanese release date for Yakuza 6 is December. Is actually like in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to be...
The mercenary
Okay.
seems to weigh up his options.
But Yakuza 0 comes out in
Put
January.
a few miles between.
All right, I'm gonna.
Stay
Oh yeah.
All right, fuck this place. Yeah, I'll cut to the chase and say that I think that I could be almost no less enthused about The Last of Us 2. I think that's a horrible thing, and the more I think about it, the less interested I am in playing it. Like, I understand that Naughty Dog makes good games, but that's just another example of a developer that's getting trapped into making a franchise that didn't need a sequel. There was nothing about that story that demanded to know what happened later in my mind, and I hate the idea that they announced 3 games at that PlayStation Experience, and it was an Uncharted game, a Crash Bandicoot game, and another Last of Us game. There was a single new game.
The Crash Bandicoot game was announced at E3.
Okay, fine.
Just to stress that.
So just 2.
So they're but they're releasing the 3 next things that they're releasing are all like remasters or sequels. I want to see new stuff from Naughty Dog.
Is this to be your You hardly slept.
So
You're going to be wake up surrounded by orcs.
probably. So yeah, that was my takeaway. I mean, as well as everything. Wipeout HD and new Marvel vs. Capcom. I mean, there's just like there's very few anything. Even releasing Let It Die was a good move, but we knew that game existed and it was coming out at some point. I mean, it's nice that they finally put it out. Like, I'm not going to say that I didn't like that, but I like new games, and there was not a shitload of new stuff there. Release dates and HD and what Gravity Rush has DLC that has some connection to the previous game, and it wasn't really all that interesting when I went back and looked over what was there. That's just me.
Mr. Tran asked if you think, or if anyone thinks that the Last of Us 2 should be an anthology game that follows like different characters.
I don't want to see any more of that world. I'm sorry. I mean, like, I know that there are people who really like that world, and guess what? You're going to get a sequel, but you're not going to convince me to be excited about more of the Last of Us world. I felt like the Last of Us had a beginning, a middle, an end. It told a very succinct and emotional story that was great, well put together, and interesting, and that I have absolutely no desire to go back to that world in any way, shape, or form. To me, it's like Inception or Fight Club, or like it's a story that had a beginning, a middle, and end. It doesn't need more than that. So that's just me. If anybody wants to,
I never even played the game, so I can't say. I just like that they're mushroom head zombies.
Yeah.
And they make clicky noises.
Naughty Dog doesn't make bad games, but I think it's the same as Uncharted 4, where it'll probably be a very well put together game that is completely and totally unnecessary. It's probably going to have a good story. It's probably going to have good gameplay. It's probably going to look fantastic. But I don't want to see developers just make the same game over and over and over again. This year is the end of that for me. I don't want to see more Assassin's Creed. I don't even want to see more Dark Souls. I don't want to see more Metal Gear. I don't want to see more Uncharted or Last of Us or Infamous or Halo or Gears of War. I want to see new games, because every other game that came out this year was either a re-release of something I've already played or a sequel that didn't change the gameplay in any meaningful way to a game that I played last year, the year before. So that's where I'm coming from, and like I said, I'm not trying to take any of that away from people, but I've watched developers get caught in this sequel cycle where Bungie got caught with Halo, and Epic got caught with Gears, and Kojima got caught in Metal Gear, From is caught with Dark Souls, and I've seen developers be forced to make sequel after sequel after sequel to games when they should just be out making their own game, as far as I'm concerned, because I think that when you make a new game, you have an ability to create something really interesting, as opposed to having to slavishly stick to all of the precepts of the previous game that you made. Like, there's limitations, and Naughty Dog is a great developer. I'm sure, like I said, Last of Us 2 will be fine. It's just not getting me at all excited. Like, I'm not excited for a sequel to that game or an HD remake.
Would you be excited for any sequel? Or is it just the desire to like really let creators branch away from things like franchises, where like the passion is coming from? You know what I mean?
Both. I mean, sequels can be good. I mean,
Well, right. Like, I mean, the Last of Us 2 sequel could be good for all we know, but the point is more that it's less like, fuck that. I mean, there is a part of it where it's like, I don't want it to happen because I feel like the story was complete, but also like, I also just kind of want creators to have the freedom to. I fucking told you you're gonna wake up surrounded by orcs too.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is this: like, I'm trying to be even tempered with my words. Is that I don't have, like, The Last of Us 2, it's going to be fine. It's probably going to be a good game. Naughty Dog hasn't let me down yet. But if you ask me, are you excited for it? My answer is no.
Yeah.
That's the difference. I'm going to play it. It'll be fine. It'll be whatever. But just like Uncharted 4, it's probably going to be one of those things where my level of enthusiasm is not going to be able to rise above about midway, because I'm not going to spend the next year going, oh my God, I can't wait, because I can wait. And I don't really care about that as a sequel. I'd rather they make their own game. I'd rather they make something that wasn't, whatever. I'd rather that the Chloe and Nadine game be Uncharted 4 and The Last of Us 2 be medieval or cyberpunk or whatever. It's the same way that when I look at the trailer for Mass Effect Andromeda, it looks very pretty and it looks like a cool game. It still just looks like more Mass Effect, though.
Yeah.
And it's like, I look at the trailer, that trailer for Death Stranding that we watched, that is what jazzes me up, because I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Guillermo del Toro's going through a sewer with a cyber baby, and Mads Mikkelsen has a skeleton army with World War II guns. What the fuck is this? And I look at that as a perfect example of Hideo Kojima, whether he was forced to or whether he decided to, was stuck in Metal Gear for so long, and then the moment that he got out of there, look at the creativity in that trailer, in that Death Stranding trailer.
I mean, it does look like a scattershot of ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, and for all I know,
There were rainbows.
Yeah.
There
was
were
like,
tanks
clearly it
with
was
guts coming off of them.
Yep.
Clearly, it was a good world. There's a rainbow across the sky. That's a universal symbol for everything's okay.
Yep. There's airplanes with fucking ropes coming off of them. There's
Actually, those were the umbilical cords.
okay, great. If I
Good. Good. We're just giving birth to airplanes now.
Everything has an umbilical cord now.
Yeah. Gross. It's like Avatar, where you like plug in to like the animals you're riding and shit.
Probably.
Persona Ico, don't count that trailer out, because that could honestly be gameplay footage. Kojima has spent 5
It's
years.
an in-game. It's an in-game footage. Like, it's not pre-rendered CGI cutscene. It is a. They said it is. This is using the game engine. That entire thing was made in engine and is how it will look. And they even announced that the engine that they're using is the same one being used for Horizon Zero Dawn. That they're working very closely with Guerrilla Games to make the Death Stranding.
I mean, I only say that because Kojima spent like what 5-6 years at Konami when making the Fox engine, like getting this whole like scanning in items in the world and then digitizing them into like game graphics. So it wouldn't surprise me if that was engine enough that that the game itself is not going to look different. Like, I don't think that that's a Kojima has never been that big with bullshit trailers.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen a trailer of his yet where when the game came out it looked significantly shittier than the trailer.
She's gonna be hand puppets.
Yeah.
You're playing.
Well,
hand
I mean,
puppets.
part of the problem was the fact that when he left Konami, he couldn't take Fox Engine with him. That's property of Konami, so he doesn't have access to that. So he had to get a new engine and a new.
Oops.
Well,
What'd you just do?
I tried to throw my axe at their leader to scare him off.
he just
and he
batted
just
it.
ping out of the way.
This is gonna end well.
No, look.
Oh my God, he's got a mohawk.
Is that the guy from the beginning that was supposed to come back to life at a certain point or whatever?
I don't think so. Maybe.
He had a hat on last time.
By Barrow and Speared, how did you manage to lose your weapon?
Did I throw it at a guy?
Go and get it, and this time, hold it tight. Hey, that one was mine. You're just too slow, dear
Oh my God, I'm
brother.
in love.
Too slow? Just wait.
I may have to read these books.
Yeah?
I don't love
shit.
fantasy, but I love me some dwarves.
Yeah.
Something about them, they're very Viking-like. They're very, like, it's going to sound dumb. They're grounded characters.
Yeah.
And not just because they're short, but, like, they always seem very, like, they in for the battle.
Yeah.
And not, like, philosophical and fucking magical like elves are. And
Yeah.
they're not gross little hobbits.
Yeah.
Fucking hobbits.
Fucking gross
You
hobbits.
can't trust them. That's what I'm saying. And wizards, everything like super magical feels like overdone and overplayed.
Fuck, I'm
but
gonna die.
I'm all about
Get the hell
dwarves.
out of here. What do I do? What do I do?
I don't know.
Not
get
die?
good, noob.
I don't know how to get good. I don't know how to get
Help,
good.
help, I need to get gooder.
I don't know what to do.
You're you're axing towards it.
Do you have
can
like a
just switch
heal?
over to Windle?
Blondel. What about this guy? Does he have a heal juice? Heal juice? That doesn't say heal juice. Nope, not heal juice. What about this? Nope, that's not.
Somebody asked what's it called? Death Stranding?
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Yep.
Is about, and
No one
Atomic
knows.
Destruction said you're trying to save Norman Fetus, and I just appreciated that. It's great.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good.
Wait, my dude's in trouble. Where is he?
There have been actually a lot of theories on what Death Stranding is.
Well,
that's-
have you seen both of the trailers, Amanda?
I have. Not simultaneously, because I know there's stuff.
Yeah, well,
Between the
basically,
two.
it's just like when the baby disappears from Norman Reedus' hand.
It ends up in Guillermo del Toro's.
Yeah,
I knew about
yeah.
that one, but I hear like if you actually play it side by side, there's more than just that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Maybe not as obvious, but I haven't
Yeah.
taken the time. I don't care enough. It's definitely a game I will watch somebody play, but not a game I will play myself because I didn't like Metal Gear games. I can't play those games. Didn't like in like a thought it was a bad game, but it's not my game style.
Sure.
So, I tried playing the demo for a Metal Gear game once, and yeah, I kind of do Plan Jeff, and that apparently isn't the right way to go.
Nope.
I mean, I got pretty shockingly far when I did it, but that was probably an accident, if anything.
Well, there's some. I mean, I guess there's some Metal Gear games that are a little bit more Plan Jeff than others, but usually about sneaky sneak.
Alex Linkwitz has an actually interesting question for you, Jeff.
Yeah.
While Resident Evil 7 is, of course, a sequel, do you think it does things different enough to have some interest in it?
Yes, that's a perfect example of what I want to see out of sequels because it's so different. Like, it's literally what I feel like should have happened 3 sequels ago in the Resident Evil universe is starting over and whatever. Like, I actually have more respect for, like, the... I have a lot of respect for Final Fantasy because, at least in Final Fantasy, they start over every time. So it's not like it gets stale because they're actually expecting the franchise to be different every time instead of just the same old, refining the same stuff each time. But
Except when they do a sequel or a remake.
actually, you know what? What's interesting about that is that I went back recently, as we'll talk about on the podcast later, and played Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 13-2, and Final Fantasy 13-3. Those 3 games have a few items in common, but generally they are very different games. They
have like a thread holding them together.
They have a story thread holding them together, but like the way that the actual game mechanics work is incredibly different in all 3 games.
Isn't one of them just the equivalent of walking down a hallway?
That's Final Fantasy 13, the first one. Yeah, it's essentially streamlined. It's one of those things where Square Enix was trying to do a thing, but they did it poorly, where they were trying to make an accessible game, and they ended up just making a big, long hallway that you walk down. But Final Fantasy 13-2 totally, like, thought about what they did, and they tried something different with this kind of traveling through time, trying to put right what once went wrong type of thing. And then Final Fantasy 13-3 is the first Final Fantasy game I ever played where you have a full party that is essentially one character. So Lightning is the only character in that game, but the way they have the RPG system set up is she represents an entire party of Final Fantasy adventurers. So it's kind of interesting to see her using kind of dress sphere tech from X2 combined with the real-time stuff that they've implemented in the current one, go between, like she switches outfits and different loadouts. So you use up all your stamina on one loadout, and then you switch over to a different loadout, and then you continue from there. So, God damn it, fucking don't die on me.
So Final Fantasy King 9 says, how do you feel about the Persona games as far as doing something differently?
I feel like most of the Persona games... Okay, so this is a problem that you get into on the internet. I make that statement, and if you look hard enough, you're going to be able to find something that refutes that. You're going to be able to make it sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, right? But I think that it's pretty clear. I think the Persona... I've only played Persona 4, so I can't make an accurate judgment. Persona 5 looks like it has some interesting things, but it looks like at its core it is kind of similar to the previous Persona games. But there's also kind of a difference, in my opinion, between longer games like a Final Fantasy or a Persona game and stuff like The Last of Us that's 10 to 12 hours long. Because a Final Fantasy game that's 60 hours long that has the exact same, like the two games that have the exact same mechanics in them can still work because the focus is in the storyline and not the mechanics as much. So if the storyline is dramatically different between two games, then if the mechanics are similar but the focus of the games is the story, then I feel like it can work. But I feel like the focus of The Last of Us is the story. And it really, really just comes down to this idea where I'm just tired of sequels and remakes and HD releases and basically people taking the easy way out. Like, we all love The Last of Us because it was something cool and new, right? So why wouldn't you want Naughty Dog to make something else that's new and cool? The Uncharted franchise has been, like, is it now a classic series that Naughty Dog just created out of nowhere? Why would you want them to just be stuck making more Uncharted games for the rest of their lives when they could be making up brand new franchises that are going to be classics that we remember and we talk about, and we're all just like, oh my god, you play that new Naughty Dog game? Instead of just The Last of Us 2 or just Uncharted 4 or 5.
What if there's
6,
another
7, 8?
aspect of the story that you didn't think of? So it might feel like a complete story, but in actuality, there's more to it.
Again, I'm not. I mean, I could sit here and say that there's any number of different things that could, and I don't think that Last of Us 2 is going to be a bad game. I just am not interested in seeing a continuation of that universe when those super talented, super good game developers could be using their talent to make something else.
But sometimes there's super talented, super good game developers that get stuck thinking about one specific story and
True.
feel like they don't have it's not finished. Like to us it is because that's what we got, but to them it might be something where they have something else.
They have more to say.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. And again, I'm not them, and I don't know. John was telling me yesterday that they came up with an idea that they thought was good to make a sequel on. And that's fine, and they're more than willing to do that. All I can talk about is from my point of view, I am not getting excited about
Yeah, it's not
that.
gonna like drive hype to be like,
Not for
here's
me.
more of that thing you've already
Right,
played.
not
Yeah.
for me. If for anybody else, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
but,
understandable.
But I can already kind of envision when we talk about, I mean, even talking about Final Fantasy
You all
15,
know what that would mean for the people of Girdle.
I'm just not excited anymore by that sort of thing. So if you are excited, that's great. Do not let my lack of excitement affect you at all.
Yeah.
But also, please don't expect me to be pulling my hair out, running around, and punch myself in the balls with excitement.
He doesn't have hair.
Nor does he have balls.
Beard.
Yeah, you pull your
beard out.
Don't you
okay.
dare expect him to pull the beard out.
But I mean, like, because I feel that these days on the internet, that's almost something you have to guard against as much as hype, is that people get mad at you because you aren't hyped, because you aren't super excited about a thing. And all I can say is that I'm not. I'm just not super excited about that one thing.
The
So.
High King Gundrabor sent us to fetch you and bring you to Ogre's
Not
Den
excited for the
in the
Windjammers?
Sandling Realm in the
Is that what's
south.
going on? You just
I've never played Windjammers before.
Yeah, like the people that are excited for that.
here's my thing. When I heard about it, I was excited, and then when they realized it's just a re-release of the original Windjammers game, like with no changes to it, just the original Windjammers on PS4, and I was like, oh well, I'm less excited because I would if they had like done something to update it, maybe that's cool, but it's just the same Windjammers game.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on my way. We can head south as soon as I've carried out Lot Yonan's orders.
Well,
But
he certainly got the stubbornness of a dwarf.
Look at his character portrait. What's wrong with his eye? Bugging out of his face.
Oh.
it's his seeing eye.
He's a dwarf Popeye.
I'll have to send Lot Yonan a message by carrier pigeon on the way. And if we happen to stumble upon a couple of orcs...
Oh man, whatever.
I like you.
Ruskell's asked me what do I think about the MechWarrior 5 announcement. I honestly don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what MechWarrior 5 announcement there is.
There's a 7-minute video out there for MechWarrior 5. I started watching it this afternoon, but then I had to get everything set up.
Is it a VR game?
No, just a new MechWarrior game.
Oh. Okay, well that's cool. I remember playing the original MechWarrior.
You're a scholar?
Yeah, nerd.
Dr. Ron Boogie, she doesn't have to leave just quite yet.
Woo, level
Yeah,
2.
I probably have like 5 or 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
I'm checking my.
She's been looking at her watch like
Sweep.
constantly.
Yeah.
Lateral blow, dealing damage to several enemies, knocking them sideways, or sweep. Tungle sweeps the enemy off their feet. What do you think? I'm going to go with sweeps.
Yeah. It seems more his style right now.
Mm-hmm.
Are we counting? He's
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg, guy.
Found 16 foods, small healing potion.
Put him in a body bag.
30 gold, and a talisman of protection. Simple. Yeah, right. You know what? I can kind of see where this is going, and I don't know. It seems like the sort of thing. This is one of those games I wish had come out during the summertime.
Okay, here's a question from Alex Linkwitz that already passed on the screen, but I do remember it. The Last Guardian is coming out. A few days.
Yep, sure
what are your
is.
thoughts on it?
I'm gonna play it.
I'm all about it.
Predictions? Do you have any predictions about it? Is it gonna be a good game?
No, it's gonna be an okay game that people are gonna get upset about because they've been waiting for it for.
I think it's gonna feel like a PS2 game.
I've already read things saying that it feels like a PS2 game. I feel like people are just going to be upset.
Yeah.
That there's no real way that it could possibly
Live up to the hype.
live up to the expectations that people have created for it. So
Yeah. I will not be playing it. Instead, I will be playing Dead Rising 4. So, killing zombies. Frank West. Taking selfies.
there you go.
That's my plan.
I'm gonna do both.
Also playing more Let It Die.
Yep, I'm gonna do that too.
And got to finish Watch Dogs.
Yep.
God damn it. I got too many games to play now.
Finish Watch Dogs. John.
I know, I got to finish Watch Dogs.
We have the day off tomorrow. You can play Watch Dogs all day.
Yeah, especially since we did most of our shopping today, which we wasn't intending to do.
Yeah, oops.
Commander Valor is dealing with the orc problem, and I have important information concerning.
The guard eyes you with interest
Dun,
and
dun,
tries
dun,
to
dun,
judge whether you
dun,
can
dun,
trust
dun,
him.
dun, dun, dun,
The
dun,
commander looks up from his
dun.
work. The guard repeats what you told him.
Your information about the orcs could be useful. We've fought them back, but not yet defeated them. Come in.
The commander
Persona
listens
Ico says,
attentively,
speaking of Final
and now and
Fantasy,
then
what do you
asks
personally
questions.
want
As you
out of
tell him
Final
about the
Fantasy
3 orc
16?
armies and the meeting with the chieftains
I haven't
of
even
the
played
Elves.
15 yet, so I'm not thinking about
The
16.
army that attacked you was able to escape.
What was left
I
of it,
try
they
not
headed
to
south.
do that.
Unfortunately, I can't send anyone after them
Also,
until the damage to the wall is repaired.
Given the fact that, you know, they just released 15, and given the fact that their next Final Fantasy thing is the episodic re-release of Final Fantasy 7, we ain't getting a 16 for fucking ever. So I've got at least 12 years before I have to worry about Final Fantasy 16.
We
It's a
must
long
press on.
time.
Kill as many orcs as you can, dwarves.
All right, where did those orcs go?
I think they left you. They don't love you anymore.
Wait, I thought they were over here somewhere.
Which orcs?
There's some orcs running around.
Let It Die is free to play. I don't know if it's you have to have PS Plus to play it. I don't think you do. But it is free to play.
Is it multiplayer?
There is a multiplayer aspect to it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all asynchronous.
Yeah.
Like in the sense that you see other players. So one of the elements of it is that when you die in the world, you don't just respawn back at a place. Your dead body stays where it is, and will appear in that same place for not just your games, but for other people's games as well.
Okay.
And if your dead body happens to kill other players, and then eventually you do kill your dead body, you run into your dead body walking around and you kill it, you will get any items that it's collected during that time.
Okay.
So there's incentive to not fight your past self, essentially, for a while. But you can also run into other people's past selves. There also is a multiplayer aspect in which you invade other players' waiting rooms, which is kind of like a safe haven.
Yeah.
And you also have to put a defense of your waiting room so that if people invade, like, there's stuff to protect your shit. But yeah, it's
Sounds like human
yeah. Like I said, I'm like getting into it. Like I could see the hooks of Let It Die. I'm digging what I'm
That he
playing.
is totally hooked.
And it's free, so I can't argue with that.
Yeah. That's cool.
After a march through the thick pine forest, Black Sap.
You know, and it's also got that Grasshopper Studios weirdness to it. So
I like the Death. I like Uncle Death.
yeah, Uncle Death
Uncle Death, a skateboard riding skeleton death that
with
has
a Spanish accent.
A Hispanic accent. Yeah, I'm like, I love this guy. I love Uncle Death. He's great.
I keep wanting to call him Uncle Deadly.
Yeah,
but I realize that's not that's a Muppet.
Yep. I saw just enough to see him do that, and yeah, I kind of like the way that it's like kind of Soulsian in the way that it controls. Like it's
like someone took Souls and made it arcadey.
Yeah. It's like if Platinum made a Souls game or
Yeah.
something. But it reminds me how much I've missed Suda51. It's like I miss his crazy gonzo strangeness. I like that guy and his aesthetic. So
no castle, no tunnel,
and how they do the because it is a obviously it is a freemium game, and how they do the what the pay for content it is actually interesting.
Yeah. Well, don't tell me. I want to find out.
Yeah.
As for Final Fantasy 15, man, I have stalled so hard on Final Fantasy 15. I'm kind of bored of it. Like somebody in the chat was talking about like it has a slightly better story than Final Fantasy 13. I feel like it doesn't tell you
even the dog
anything about what's going on. There's a part where there's an NPC that like is an enemy, and then like 5 minutes later the same person shows up and they're just like, "Oh, I'm friends with you now." You're like, "What? Why did that happen? You gave me no explanation for why we're trusting this person or why we're doing this thing outside of like, well, you have to." And I don't know. I'm just not really enjoying it very much. I turned the combat over to the turn-based, or kind of like it's just like it's still real time, but when you stop moving, it stops time, so you can make decisions, and that's helped a little bit. But honestly, like the combat system, I don't like the way they're doing magic in this one. I don't like the way that you have to like harvest magic and then you basically make these grenades. I don't know. It just isn't really doing it for me.
About how far are you into Final Fantasy?
20 hours. I'm right about. I'm doing side quests, which there are apparently almost infinity of. I'm at a part where like I've went online and took a look, and basically at a certain part of the game, it's like you kind of you jump forward and then you're unable to go backwards until the end of the game.
No.
Like, bye, Amanda. Everybody say bye.
Bye. She says bye to you guys.
Yeah.
She had to dart.
But
she just saw the time.
I'm not really enjoying like the combat system. Okay, so I don't know about how you feel, John, about RPGs, but I like an RPG. I mean, even this thing, right, has like a very kind of rigid combat system about how things work, right? And
yeah.
Some games like Persona will have a kind of rock, paper, scissors. Final Fantasy 15 just seems like a free-for-all.
There we go.
Like it's so messy that it's hard to tell what's going on and when and why and what I'm supposed to do. And 13 I feel like did a better job. Even though a lot of people don't like 13, I think like 13 did a better job of kind of having you as this
too steep. I can't get it.
Kind of like an Overwatch mode where you're changing the roles of people inside of the squad, and now it just feels very, very chaotic. And I a lot of times feel like I don't know why. I don't know why I'm getting hit, or I don't know how to avoid getting hit. And there's like. They have these like chest high like bushes everywhere that all they do is obscure the camera. That's all they do. They make it so that I can't fucking see what's going on because the enemies are behind that bush and I can't see
forget it.
What is happening. So it's frustrating, and it doesn't feel real good. Like it doesn't feel fun to play. And I
definitely
like the diversity of characters in your party from previous Final Fantasy games is gone. It's just these 4 bros, and I don't know. I mean,
there's something engraved on it.
I feel like if it had come out when it was supposed to come out, if it had come out a year and a half after Final Fantasy 13, that it would have been really good. But nowadays, no, I don't. I'm not really not really getting it.
Built with the
Okay.
blood of our enemies, be unyielding as the rock.
Oh shit! Secret passages.
Oh.
Yeah, McNillan says brings up another issue where the magic in Final Fantasy 15, it's like you make these grenades and you throw them, and there's like a big area that gets a thing cast on it, but it's friendly fire. So if your guys are in that area, then like they'll also get like fire or blizzards or electrocuted or whatever. And because 2 of them are melee fighters, it's almost guaranteed that they're going to be right up in the face of whatever
Yeah.
it is you're trying to fight. So,
Hello.
I also feel like you told me about the whole like you don't get the airship until the very end of the game.
Yeah, I was reading that. Like a bunch of websites were like, by the way, this thing that everyone's talking about can't get till after you beat the game. This other mission that everyone's talking about can't play it until you've beaten the game. Like it's like all these big things that have been like people have been like, oh my god, this is so awesome. You know, this is this thing, and then everyone's like, yeah, you can't get that until you beat the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
My inquiries are almost at an end.
The
That
and the
means I can
characterization
finally go
is
to be
kind
with
of
my sunshine.
dull.
I've never
I
been
don't
to
know. I don't know.
Belgrade.
I'm not really enjoying it. Who knows? I may enjoy it.
Positives, my most
I mean, I
valuable
like
things
went
in
through a
the
whole
grave
cycle of Final
or
Fantasy
dark.
13 where like
All my
I enjoyed it when I was
departments
first playing it, and then I
secured
think
it
that
with
some of
magic.
like the review and other people's
Password
opinions got to me,
is-
and so I
You
was like,
recognize the
eh.
following words
And then I
as
kind of went back
runes,
to being like,
but they're
you know what?
written in
I
the
don't.
learned language,
I
so
wish
you
that it
don't
had
know
more
which they are.
diversity, but I'm not going to give it a 0
Greenglade.
because it's this directed
Oh,
experience.
great.
Because there's still battles and there's tactics and there's a story and there's characters, and it's kind of a dumb story, but I kind of like some aspects of it. And going back and playing like 13.3 and 13.2
Useful.
in comparison
An
to
eternal
15, I'm
flame.
just like, I think those might be
I know
better
who taught him
games, even though that's probably sacrilege at this point. But
Well, it's 428. So
okay, well we can. I mean, you know,
You see sketches and notes on the architectural
So,
features,
having
statues,
said
and
that,
reliefs.
you got 2
seems
minutes to
good
ask
and
lightning
sentimental.
round style questions if you've got them.
yeah, like the campfire. You know, I kind of like this game. Like
Yeah?
it's. I mean, it seems like a rainy Sunday afternoon
Anyone
kind of
there?
just like, you know, I'm gonna play me an RPG. It's one of those things where I wish that they would have put it out way before, you know, we had Watch Dogs 2 and Let It Die and all the rest of this stuff, like just hovering, because this is kind of like a what Styx game. Kind of reminds me of that, where it's like, yeah, it's
looks
not
as though
bad. It's
Garen lived in the
$30,
fortress for a
$40,
while.
something like that.
It
Oh, yeah?
also
Yeah.
seems that he left several lunar orbits ago.
Take some of the
It's not
provisions.
Stealing, it would just be a shame if the provisions went off.
Okay, we got 1 minute.
Okay.
I'm watching the timer.
Jeez, John. John's a clock watch today. Ooh, look at weapons.
A series of weapons that are all clearly of dwarven origin. The spider webs and rust.
Ah, they're
suggest
rusty
they're-
crap.
Stupid rusted weapons.
Yeah. Let's light some more braziers. I was worried.
Brazers.
Yep. I was worried that
Born of stone forged in battle.
it was going to be all
Arise,
herky-jerky, bad
reborn
frame rate the
from
entire
blood
time.
of the
Seems
enemy.
like it's been all right, though.
You're not sure
Final
if
Fantasy
you
King
really
9 wants to
want
know, is it
know
raining in
what's in
Austin?
this
It
place.
has been,
The
off and
whole
on.
place
I don't
gives
think it
you
is
the
right now,
feeling
I don't
but-
think it is right now, though,
some
no.
dwarf shouldn't-
Yeah.
Prompto, yes or no?
Sure.
Yes. Best co-op game experience you've had?
A room.
Dark Souls / Demon Souls / Bloodborne / those games.
For me, it's probably Gears, but that's because I played it with my roommate.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's...
Well, I tell you what, it's 4:30, so let's take a break. Let's not belabor the obvious. We can answer more questions when we come back. So we're going to take a break. We're going to do 15 minutes when we come back at 4:45. We're going to be playing more of the Dwarves. We're going to light up some of these runes and see what happens. And so stick around, and we'll be back in just a few. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Dwarves here on Sunday Streaming. And you know who we are. We're,
Yeah, we've... Amanda
Amanda-
left. She went to work.
Yeah.
So she is not here anymore. which you already knew.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're back to playing the old dwarves. Okay, so we got to do it's like a puzzle.
Yup.
What we got here? Oh, that one stayed lit. Wait, this one, light this
maybe
one.
Maybe you got to do it in a certain time.
Yeah, maybe so. Let's try this one, and then, like, I don't know, this one over here?
No, you got to.
This
there
one?
you go.
There we go. I feel like, is that first one going out, or, yeah, is it time-based, like you said, where you just got to run through?
Over the other one.
Oh, no, that one went out. Oh, no, that one went out. Okay, so I think I know what's going on. I think it's just it resets when you don't do it right. So I think this is where we were like taking that dude. We were like delivering that dude's stuff to this area, and it turns out that it's all like fucked up, and there's nobody left here. So how about that?
Oh.
What do you think? Big monsters?
Don't know.
Big monsters! Is it a monster mash?
That's it.
All right. Examine the stone slab. Try to open the sarcophagus. Again. I don't think I tried to open it the first time, but...
I don't think he gave you a prompt for it the first time.
Yeah.
Letters from his lover, a silk scarf that must have belonged to her, and medallion.
I don't know about you, John, but when I'm in a medieval
Take all the shit.
fantasy setting, I always try to take every crazy medallion that I can find.
Of course.
Because, you know, how else are you going to like curse yourself in a way that's going to lead to you being the savior of all of mankind?
Of course.
Whatever. I kind of dig this game. Like I don't know. I don't know how people are feeling about this, but it's a little rough around the edges, which I think THQ Nordic has most of the games that they've put out
are all rough around the edges.
Have seemed like they're all pretty rough around the edges. But I don't know. I mean, so far it hasn't been. You know, looks fair. It'd probably be better on the PC.
PC.
Yeah. There we go. Ooh, look at
Just
that.
light everything on fire, why don't you?
Yeah. Biden Zandu
Joe Biden.
No. Joe Biden is our enemy.
No, he's not.
Joe
He's your
Biden is
friend.
not our enemy.
He is our friend.
The fortress belongs to the dwarf haters.
Not the dwarf haters. Haters gonna hate, bro. I don't know.
Get out of there.
Get out of there before the haters start hating. Let's see.
Ruskell says they're almost as good as Obsidian.
Oh, low blow, Ruskells. Let's see.
What Ruskell's is saying is that they're worse than Hitler.
Goodness gracious. Yep. I'm not getting into that. Ruskells. You can poke the bear all you want to, but I already got poked a lot during part 1, so you aren't riling me up, which is not a challenge. Don't try.
What Jeff is saying is he is completely unrileable.
I'm not
He
riled.
is not able to be riled.
Nobody's
and
ever
anyone
gonna-
who tries
That's right.
is worse than people who like achievements and trophies.
And Obsidian. And Hitler.
And Hitler.
Yeah.
And people who vote for Donald Trump.
And people who voted for Donald Trump. Oh, man.
So don't try.
So don't even try it. There's no way you can do it. All right. So did we do that's one of the things as I'm still trying to figure out is, okay, what do we got here? We got Bone Dill and Bong Dill and Tongue Dill and Crap Face and Joe and let's see. Can I get we have there we go. Main quests. Let's see. So talk to your mentor, Lot Ionin. You can find him in his study quest finished. You found Gorn's deep inside the Black Saddle. Young man seems to have moved north to the village of Greenglade on account of his love. You found out that the orcs from the Toraboromir are in league with the Alfer from Dizlan Balser. Someone by the name of Nodod and
Alf,
who the Alf Syntheris called the Lord of the Parish
Hide your
Land.
cats.
Yeah. So you found Gorn's camp deep inside Black Saddle. The young man seems to have moved north to the village of Greenglade. So, wait, your guardian, the Magus of Lot Ionin, asks you to bring a rucksack with some of his magical utensils in it to his former famulus. I don't know what that means. Gorin. Gorin lives on Black Saddle, a table mountain in the middle of Girdlegard. So that's what we just did. We came here and we found out that Gorin seems to have left, and we picked up his medallion, which I'm sure will not be ending the entire world. at any point in time. Is probably not the thing that makes us the chosen one. This is one of those things, though, I feel like, where maybe it's because it's based on a book, but when I look at the engine for this, I kind of wish that they would have let you make your character, like make this little dwarf guy whoever you wanted him to be, like change a couple of hairstyles and, I don't know, skin tones and what, make him fatter if you want. Hey, guys, we're leaving.
So, Scholar, what are the...
There's an abandoned fortress in the mountain, and I think it belonged to the third.
Boindale's eyes narrow.
That blasted dwarf...
What's a thirdling?
A thirdling fortress.
It's like a halfling. It's like,
in the middle of
what,
Gavelgard.
6 halflings mushed together?
Maybe it's like thirdlings are people who are the descendants of dwarves, elves, and hobbits.
Oh. Wait, no,
or humans.
If they're halflings, then thirdlings would be like even shorter. They'd be like 1/3 of a ling. If they're 1/2 of a ling, then they'd be 1/3 of a ling. So, what do you know about the thirdlings?
Fortress here in the heart of Girdlegard. That's strange, isn't it?
They're pretty decent voice acting.
Worrying. But they've always been wily. They move in the shadows and kill there too if they can. Do you know their story?
No, I just started playing the
I've read
game.
about it. Lorenberg, their progenitor, rejected the name that Vrakas gave him, who in turn...
Dude, we are, John, we are knee-deep in
lore.
No, we are knee-deep in silly names of things. There's like every 4th word in this game seems like it's Vraka or Flamdor or Smagglehorn or
Biff
whatever.
Hardmeat.
Yeah, Buff Hard Chest, or Rock Hard.
Brick Stonehouse.
That's right.
To become the rulers of all
Bob
dwarves.
Johnson.
They are
What?
That's one of the last ones.
I know. That was me reacting to them being like, what?
Time, but you can be sure there isn't a single dwarf alive who doesn't hate them.
Nyar.
The High King. Why do you want to bring me to him?
All right then. It's about the choice of the new High King.
Okay.
Gandagar, the king of the Fourthlings.
Oh, the Fourthlings.
Entourage at Ogre's death.
Who are the
and is
Fourthlings?
supposed to ascend the throne.
Well, they're the ones right after the third one.
Oh, okay. So
Who
it's
are
a
behind
numbering
the second
system.
lings.
Okay, the halflings.
And the
yeah, and the firstlings. Yeah, yeah.
It's the elves.
No, they're not called firstlings. They're
Yeah.
just the first.
Oh, okay. They're just lings.
Yeah. No, they're just the first.
Tammy Lang. She's. But our acting High King, Gundabar, wants to prevent that from happening. He fears that Gandagar wishes to instigate a war against the elves. What have I got to do with that?
But what have I got to do with that?
Yeah, good question.
Boindale is about to say something.
That's great narration.
From his brother.
High King Gundrabur will explain everything when the time comes.
Oh, thank you for being cryptic.
Distrustfully from one twin to the other. Boindale has donned an innocent expression, and Boendal doesn't give you the impression that he has anything else to say on the matter.
You guys are
And
helpful.
Gobbledygook doesn't really care.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to Greenglade first.
Whatever, your High King must wait. I have a quest to carry out in Greenglade.
But our quest is...
Boindale raises a placatory hand.
It seems just a weird style choice to have the
Yeah.
narrator jump in every 2 seconds.
Let it be, dear brother. Look at him. He has made his decision, and you will not be able to change his stubborn dwarven mind.
You can't help but
I can see it with me one good eye.
Yar. Pirate dwarves. Dude, has there ever been pirate dwarves? It'd be perfect, right?
Yeah.
Like that part of Lord of the Rings where it's just a bunch of dwarves on a kind of like a half-sized pirate ship, but it's all made out of like stone. And it doesn't. They keep trying to make pirate ships out of stone hewn from the deep earth, and they're just like, it doesn't sail.
But it doesn't sink either.
We don't have the right magic. All right, so now we got to get from here to there. Can I just like, if I just click on this, will it like? Okay, so no, I have to go one little tidbit at a time.
That seems a little annoying.
All right, should we stop by Scalebrook? See what's going on there? Blop, blop, blop. John, what would your dwarf name be?
By the
I have
evening
no
campfire,
idea.
Boindale rummages around
Brizzlebeard?
in his rucksack and
Brizzlebeard?
pulls out a
Sure,
piece
okay.
why
wrapped
not?
in a cloth. He sticks a
What would your
fist-sized
dwarf
piece
name
on a
be?
spit and grills it on the fire.
Let's see.
There's nothing better
Dong
than
dealer.
grilled cheese
I don't
at
know.
the end of a long
Brizzlebutt.
The smell
What's with
gives
Brizzle?
off
I
a
don't
We're
know.
both Bristlebeard and Bristlebutt?
I don't know.
Smells like my socks after weeks of marching in my boots.
Oh, picky, are you? Hardly surprising, considering you were brought up by humans. It's ruined your taste.
So he just pulled out, they said, like a hand-sized amount of cheese, shoved it on the end of a stick, and then put it over the fire, and it's just big stinky hunk of cheese.
Boindil holds the stinky cheese at the end of the stick under your nose.
So I think it's kind of, this has absolutely nothing to do with this game, but I'm only reminded of it. So I've been watching an anime called Drifters.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard about this. It's
No.
by the same guy who did Hellsing.
Oh, okay.
It's his
I'm
new
interested
thing.
now. Yeah.
And essentially, it's in this world. It's real life historical figures that, when they die or are close to death, a mystical being pulls them out of our reality and throws them into a fantasy world.
Okay.
And there's this big battle going on between the two sides.
Okay.
Where
So it's like Hitler and Lincoln and Mussolini.
Hitler
and
was
Gandhi
is kind of in the like he was brought over at some point in the past.
Okay.
And he actually enslaved the dwarves and enslaved the elves and like created a giant kingdom.
Okay.
And then he committed suicide.
Okay.
And this is like years later, and like his like is still, and so you're this
Wait, are there Nazi elves? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Are there elf
elves,
Nazis? No, come on. Quit breaking my
there's not.
heart.
Elves are like slaves, are like worse than slaves. Like same with dwarves. Like they're just their women are taken from them. They're not allowed to breed. They're treated like shit.
Yeah.
You know, they have no rights, and same with dwarves and things like that. And then these other drifters come in and basically are like, well, this isn't right. And basically like, we're going to fucking... This one guy's like, they're like, we're going to help this town that helped us in a way.
Right.
And we're going to help these elves fight back. And then the elves kind of like start to band with them and become an army.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, now we're going to go fucking, rescue the dwarves. And the elves are like, whoa, 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 whoa. The dwarves didn't help us when we were enslaved. And it's like, you know what? Fuck that. You know, we're not going to do that. And the main character's like, nah, man, look, I don't care if you guys don't want to come. I'm still going to go rescue them because,
right.
You know, it's not right what's being done to you guys, to all of you.
Sure.
And then one of them kind of goes, well, you know what? He's got a point. You know, maybe if the dwarves and us had put aside our differences and banded together, neither of us would have been enslaved.
Yeah.
So let's be the bigger people here and go fucking help them.
The bigger dwarves.
Yeah. The bigger race or whatever. But like one of the villains is Joan of Arc, who is like, she has like firepower, like mystical firepower, because she was like burning on the stake when she was brought over.
Okay.
And like all the villain people from history all seem to have like magic abilities.
Okay.
Whereas because it seems like they were brought over while something was like they were dying horrible deaths.
Yeah.
Whereas like all the good guys, who are the ones referred to as the drifters,
right,
all just are normal.
Yeah.
But they're all like people who were like in the middle of battle.
Yeah.
And like were like dying of wounds and stuff like that, and then just brought over without even being told anything. Just like they're walking. And then they end up walking in a hallway. Then they see a guy sitting at a desk, and the guy just looks at him and waves his hand. And then they like fly up and fly through a door and end up in this world.
Okay.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And kind of awesome.
Yeah. How many episodes?
I think they're about 8 or 9 so far.
I might have to go watch that.
I mean, it's still airing.
Yeah.
So it's been one of those really good ones that I've been really digging. It's called Drifters.
Yeah.
Fernando R2. It's on Crunchyroll. So if you want to watch it, you can. They're drifting. They're sliding on the ground.
Oh yeah, it's very slippery. We saved 15 of the people, and now we're rallying back against the orcs.
Yeah, but
keep them from killing everybody.
Yeah, but I really dig it.
You guys. Wait, did I not do the?
It just reminded me because of the fact that there's elves and dwarves in that, and like there's like real people from history, and like I think Billy the Kid is one of the drifters. There's another character that's a cowboy, but I don't know who it is. It may be like Wyatt Earp or something. I don't know. Like they've never really. If they said his name, I don't remember.
Okay.
The only one I remember of the two cowboys is Billy the Kid.
Okay.
But it also kind of seems like all of the drifters are actually people who are maybe not good people in real life. Like they were like dictators and basically people who were fought in war.
Yeah.
And like all the villains are not necessarily all good people, but they're not all bad people that we would have in history aspired to as like Joan of Arc.
Right.
You wouldn't think she'd be a villain.
Right. I gotcha.
But I know also one of the bad people is also fucking Rasputin is also one of the bad guys too. So,
okay.
But yeah, the bad guys are their thing is they were brought over to eradicate all life in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So their whole point is to kill everybody.
Okay.
Humans, dwarves, elves, trolls.
Just everybody.
Everybody's dead.
Yeah.
Fuck it all.
Just everybody. Killing everybody.
Yeah.
Destroy.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of an interesting.
Like Final Fantasy King 9. There's a point in the anime where they use
Oops,
arrows dipped in shit against their enemies.
Oh, gross. Oh, fuck. I'm down. I'm down. Can you get them? Can you get them back up again, please? I don't want to start this whole thing over again.
Well, I think you.
Oh, oops.
Oh, I think he stays down until the end of the fight.
Oh, okay. Or maybe is his little meter counting up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see.
Because I know one of the brothers got downed in one of the last fights. And he didn't come back up until you finished it.
Okay. Well, maybe we can. I used health. It didn't really do anything.
No.
All right. Let's fucking go kill these a-holes. I feel like I got ripped on that one. That he like fell and took like fall damage.
Oh,
and
that
it was
sucks.
one of those like, oh, you took fall damage, but it's infinity fall damage type of thing.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
And Atomic Destruction also points out it's got a really good theme song.
Well, there you go. Well,
Catchy.
Was a sucker for a good anime theme song. Get some, you dumb. Wait, these look like goblins. Are these orcs? These are orcs, right?
It's probably orcs and goblins. What happened?
I think I satisfied the quest requirements. I think I had to have, because if it was death, then it would just be like game over. You know, go back and load your
Good point.
Your last save. So.
But yeah, I just got to an episode where they brought up the fact like they stormed a castle and they were like, "Who's this picture of this guy on the wall?" And they're not showing the picture. And I'm like, "Oh," and they're like, "Oh, this was another drifter who came in and instead of helping people, he decided to slave and basically told everyone that dwarves and elves and other magical creatures were all responsible for all their problems and and built an army and a kingdom around it and like enslaved all these creatures and it became, and then it's like, wow, that's, and then like it starts to pan out, and then it's like the guy's like, huh, that seems weird to do, but whatever. Dude has a stupid mustache, and then it pans out and it's Hitler.
Okay.
They're like, yeah, but then like when his army won, he then committed suicide, which no one understands why.
Okay.
So it was just like, all right, whatever.
I'm gonna take the reward.
We will bury our dead and rebuild the village.
All right.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Oh, look at that. Level 3. Bada bang, bada boom. We found 8x provisions and healing, and what is that thing over there? Is that nothing?
I don't know.
So I have a thing, John.
Yeah.
Last night was Matt Frank's birthday.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go.
Yeah,
So.
and he had his birthday party at the Pinballs that is literally in another town. It's so far away.
Yeah, it's a pinball place where they have a bunch of pinball games.
Yep, and also arcade games and kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah. And this one was called Pinball's Kingdom, and it's all like magical dragons and shit motif going on the building.
I think one of the big things is that they have a full bar there.
Yeah.
Is that you can like totally.
I know they have. There's a wrestling promotion that has shows there sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So I got to watch Matt Frank fail at a bunch of different video games. But they had this Batmobile game there where it's like you drive one of any. They have like all the Batmobiles from all the different series. You pick one and you basically pick an enemy, and then you get to go through like 5 or 6 stages where you have to shoot people and drive around the streets of Gotham. One of the other guys that was there, one of Matt's friends who had a card that was all loaded up, he let Matt play the entirety of that game. So we got to watch him basically play it from start to finish. It took about 20 minutes. So it was pretty horrifying to watch a drunk Matt Frank try to pilot the Batmobile through the streets of Gotham. I think that he destroyed just as many ambulances and fire trucks and things as he did like Joker minions and Bane minions and things like that. So
we meet again, did we?
Show me what you have for sale. I got some cash. What you got? This is just some potions. I'm gonna take Get a few. Oh, sure. Just give me all of them. Yeah, give me all the foods.
You say goodbye to the traders.
Okay. But yeah, and I also got to watch him try to play Dance Dance Revolution, and I saw his buddy beat him at Street Fighter. It was kind of just like watching Matt Frank be bad at video games for about an hour. Because by the time I got there, he was already pretty drunk. So
yeah, no, I know he started pretty early in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I couldn't go because it was, like you said, in a different city almost, and you know.
Yeah, it was kind of, I mean, you know, it was a haul. Like, it was 30 minutes for me to get from my house, 35 minutes for me to get to from my house. You got to drive all the way across Austin, then past Austin for another, like, 2 or 3 miles.
See, I have, like, no interest in that.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go to that place at some point because, you know, I've heard a lot of good things, and plus, like I said earlier, there's apparently a independent wrestling promotion that has shows there sometimes, and I wouldn't mind checking that out in addition to checking out the Pinball's Kingdoms.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It was interesting. It was funny because whenever I go to a thing where people are like, like, oh, I went to this place and Matt and his friend were there and they had this thing. They were, hey, do you want to play some video games? I'm like, no, not really. And they're like, what? And I'm like, I play video games for a living, bro. This is the weekend. This is my time off. We played this one game that was like Japanese rhythm game that had these big drums that you.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, and everybody was really surprised that I was super good at it, and I'm like, what? It's a rhythm game, and I used to be a drummer, and I actually felt kind of bad because apparently Matt Frank's wife used to do percussion at some point.
Yeah,
and I managed to beat her in the head-to-head. It was kind of insane though watching Matt Frank play Dance Dance Revolution because it was like, can you see what's going on the screen, Matt? Like, can you see which way the arrows are going? Because this isn't just like freestyle. This isn't a freestyle dance event.
Yeah. Was he not looking at the screen? Was he looking away?
No. Yeah, he was. He was paying attention.
Here's the thing. You know, here's the thing. Some people play DDR so much that they don't have to look at the screen.
True. That's not him.
The song.
That's not him.
Okay. Good point.
He was kind of like he probably should have been paying attention to the screen, but let's just keep going. All right, so we're pretty close to this town here. Let's see, what's this little red thing? Is that like a village or a hamlet or?
Boindale is walking next to you in silence. Now and then.
I like the fact that these two are just like.
You really do like books.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Like, you know how to read? Oh, nerd!
Found all the answers at some point?
Quite the contrary. The more books you read, the more questions you ask.
Ah, I knew it. Oh, just a waste of time.
All right, so let's jump over here to Green Glade.
The village and can tell even from far off that something isn't right.
No!
The smell of burnt wood and death is in the air.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Are you
Burnt wood and death.
Are you telling me that in this fantasy universe there's something foul is afoot? Well, madness. Total madness. Weak, Fernando. Weak.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even gone that low. At least not with that one.
Yeah.
You know, I have no problem making that joke, but not.
This is going to be really funny for the people in the replay. Like, what did he say?
Yeah, that one I'm not going to repeat.
So are you excited, John? Was it a week and a half from now or a week and a few days? No, actually, I think it's like 5 or 6 days from now. The sequel to Akiba's Trip comes out.
I don't care. I didn't play the first one.
No?
You were the only one who played the first one.
Oh, Grant played it with me.
Well, you and Grant.
Yeah.
I didn't play it.
Yeah.
I don't give two shits.
Yeah. No shits. What about one shit?
No, I don't care.
0 shits?
The only thing I care about that's coming out this month is Dead Rising 4.
Jeez Louise. There's more than one game in the world, John.
Yeah, but
woof.
I just want to kill some zombies.
Yeah, well, so say we
and
all.
take some selfies with said zombies before I kill them.
Yeah.
This here had always just been a small example of their architectural skill.
I mean, hell, if my playthrough of Watch Dogs has taught me anything, I really like taking selfies in video games.
Yeah, I kind of got, oh no.
Green Glade was one of the few places in Girdlegard where humans and elves lived together. You don't see any elven features among all the faces contorted with pain and fear.
Oh, no.
You look away.
No, I don't.
Final Fantasy King 9 wants to know, Jeff,
Yeah.
if you were the only man left in the world,
Yeah.
and the only lady left in the world
Yeah.
was an orc lady,
Yeah.
would you sleep with the orc lady? Would you romance her?
I mean,
bed
you know,
her as if she were a normal person?
I mean, if she was a nice orc lady, sure. I mean, I saw the trailer
But she likes it rough.
for that Warcraft. Well, I'm probably
And not so much like you treating her rough, but her treating you rough.
Okay. Well, if she's the last lady left in the world, you know what they say about begging and choosing, John. You know, it depends on her personality, really. If she's just all like, murder, destroy, like she's like a super mutant, like she can't make complete sentences. I don't know. That's a little bit of a turnoff for me. But I don't know. Last lady on Earth, is she into me? Is she, you know, not the most hideous?
Does she
orc?
meet Jeff and go, you know what?
Does she look like the guy that came out with the big candle puss neck or whatever? Because if not, maybe, is what I'm saying.
And is her reaction to Jeff going, you know what? I can allow his bloodline to survive.
Yeah. We have little half-orc babies, and I can teach them all about not being an orc, and their mom can teach them all about being an orc. Then we can repopulate the world with half-orc people, and they'll all be like way stronger and smarter.
They have to
be able
mate
to play
with each
video
other,
games.
and then it would just be a world of inbred people.
You don't know how orc genetics work. Could be fine.
But
Could be fine.
all right, I'll just
It's a magical race. You don't know how their genetics work. In Warhammer 40K, orcs sprout out of the ground.
This is true. Well, in most continuity, orcs sprout out of the ground.
Yeah. So, you know, who knows? Who knows? Maybe they can do brother and sister, and it's like rats. It's not a big problem. The genetic diversity isn't as much of an issue. Yeah. Maybe we'll just plant some more orc babies in the ground, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, is that an easel set up with like somebody painting out
The
here?
hand that painted this picture was that of a master.
And they're dead.
It is composed exclusively in shades of red, but every single little detail is painstakingly and precisely reflected.
Dicks.
The trees, the remains of buildings.
Nothing but dicks.
You hesitate.
Like, this must have been painted by a dwarf, by an elf,
Examining the canvas more
by
closely,
a quadling,
that it is
by a
actually made
septling,
of skin,
or an
and the red
octoling.
paint seems more than suspicious now.
Oh, and the skin is
Throw the paintings in the fire.
yeah. The
Into the
canvas is
fire.
skin, and the paint is blood.
Fuck you, jerk painting. I think that's right, Finite Death. You go check on that about the whole rats thing. But as I understand it, rats don't have to have that. You can have the rats can basically sleep with their own kin, and that the genetic diversity isn't as important.
Your eyes fall upon a sealed letter next to the books. The circumstances seem grave enough for you to break the seal.
Break the seal! Don't ever break the seal, man. You'd be peeing all night.
Greetings, Toga. I'm glad to hear that you finally wish to confide in Lot Yonan. I have found out something new about the demon.
Uh-oh.
It's all written in these books.
Oh!
I think they are the key to his destruction, or I hope so, at least. Yours faithfully, Goren.
So Ty Comstock wants to know, what is the craziest JRPG that you have played that you
instinctively
actually
think
enjoyed?
about how the magical barrier is only a few days
Was it
march north
Galgun?
of here, and
That's
beyond
not a JRPG. It's just a Japanese
Oh,
game.
true.
It's not an
Good
RPG.
Good point.
creatures
Good
live in
point.
the perished land.
Honestly, probably Persona's pretty nuts, but Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE was also pretty freaking nuts. I'm trying to think of other JRPGs that I played all the way through that I would count as nutty bananas. I've never beaten Earthbound. I don't know if that counts. That was pretty nuts. It was really weird. Probably Tokyo Mirage Sessions, to be honest with you. The power of song has brought the characters from the Fire Emblem universe into our universe, and the blah 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 blah, etc. etc.
Huzzah! That would make a change from those stupid Peggies. Did you hear that, brother?
We might get a tester blade.
Finite Death wants to know, what was the last live concert that you went to, and when was it?
Jeez, it's been a long time for me. John, you can probably answer that question quicker.
I'm trying to think of what the last live show I went to. I mean, I know. I'm trying to figure out what, like, was Easter I mean, in Easter I went and saw fucking. At least I think that was this year. Easter went and saw Bad Religion.
Mm.
Was that this year, or was that last year?
I don't know.
I don't remember. We mentioned it on a podcast.
Ooh, cut her eyes out. Oh wait,
but I want to say we went and saw.
From the neck down, she's nothing more than a
No, the latest concert I saw was Real Big Fish. It was Real Big Fish, Suburban Legends. We went and saw it in June, or like it was like early summer.
Okay. I don't remember the last time that I went to go see I mean, like that. Outside of. I mean, like, this is Austin, so you'll go to places, and there'll be a band playing, but it's not really the same thing. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Huzzah! This will be fun. We finally get to fight.
Oh, she's pissed that we burned up her painting.
Too much. It has to be nice and fluid for my fine.
I like the fact that the elves are evil in this game. Call me crazy.
Oh, only 3. That makes it easier.
She looks over the corpses.
Oh, she's bringing fucking zombies to life.
Yeah.
Oh no, the zombies! I like the number of enemies that you fight in this game.
The perished land.
Yeah, I'm wondering if those are not actually elves, but are like dark elves.
Yeah, like what do they call them? Not Draenei.
Keep coming back.
What are they called?
Oh, I have no idea. I just call them dark elves.
No, they've got their own name. What's his face of Schmaggity Boop? Yeah,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. The guy from the books, Eldor, Elbrond, Eldrick, or somebody. Okay, kill the Shadow Mare. All right, so let's take out some of these a-holes first. Bam! Fucking suck it, you zombie sons of biatches. I think I want everybody in the same place. You, get over here. We're all gonna fight the same good fight. Let's gonna jump in here and go, secret son of a bitch.
Final Fantasy King 9, Real Big Fish, and Urban Legends or Suburban Legends, not Urban Legends, Suburban Legends.
Yeah. Drow. That's
Drow. Okay, yeah, that's fine. But Suburban Legends was great. It turned out when we saw them, it was their farewell to touring tours.
Oh,
tour,
man.
Which basically they now, because touring was like interfering with them, some of them actually like advancing at their like day jobs.
Mm-hmm.
But like, so they took that, but they still do like local shows in California. Like apparently they actually play at Disney.
Yeah. Because
mostly they do Disney cover songs.
Oh, okay.
But they also have their own stuff. Like they put out an album called
Oh No,
where they covered some other stuff. But Real Big Fish, always fucking great. They're always fun. They played all their hits. We saw some other bands with them. There were like 2 other bands. I can't remember who they were off the top of my head.
What are we doing here?
Yes.
But yeah. So I mean, it's good. I know that there's there's a band, Less Than Jake is coming into town at the end of January that I'm debating whether or not I should try to go to that.
Yeah.
But
No.
I may not be able to, so I don't want to buy tickets until I know for sure that I'm able to go.
Right.
But I don't know,
Fuck, dude. Stupid Nightmare knocked me down.
Yeah.
Trying to get Bowendil out of here to get him some health back.
That Shadow Mare's got to be taken down, though.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I just want to get rid of all the zombies first. Oh, shit. Right into her, huh? God damn it. Get away from me. Get away from me. Fucking zombies. Ah! Fucking zombies. If I got to go down, I'm going down swinging. Brocka, brocka, brocka. Brocka, brocka, brocka. Brocka, brocka, brocka. Okay, how we doing over here? I think we're doing all right. Get off me, lady! Kill the nightmare. Kill the fucking crazy horse.
Alex Delinquents asks a question, says, while I know you don't care
man.
much for some niche Japanese games, are you at least happy that more of these games are getting localized rather than being available only in certain countries?
It doesn't really matter all that much to me, to be honest. It's nice for Rage Select, but personally speaking, I mean, I like the fact that people are able to get their hands on more games than they used to, but let me put it this way. If I didn't run Rage Select, right, if I just had a day job, I wouldn't play Galgun or Senran Kagura or Akiba's Trip or any of those wacky Japanese games. I wouldn't even play this. I'd probably be playing Final Fantasy 15 right now. Maybe Let It Die. But I'm glad that people are able to get their hands on them if they want them. I mean, I'm always a fan of people getting access to games. It's kind of like the same way that I was talking about The Last of Us 2. It just doesn't really. It doesn't. Those games. I like to play those games because I think they're fun for us to play for a video. But if I had to shell out $60 in my own personal life for them, no way would I ever do that. So, yeah, that's kind of where I go for it. I mean, it's fine. Like I said, I like the fact that people get a chance to do their thing. Okay, maybe we'll try killing the horse first this time. Fuck you, horse. Fuck you, horse. Fuck your horse. Fuck your floating horse. Yeah, that's right. Get in there, Bowendill. Fuck that horse up. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. All right. Oh, goddamn, dude. Fucking would you stop getting murdered to death? Please? Hack that horse to pieces. No. No. I don't know how to keep this guy alive, John. He's bad at not dying.
Yeah, well,
I'm going to run over here.
Isn't the goal of this mission is to murder the horse?
Yeah, but it's like if this guy dies, then it's over. So, I'm trying just to there we go. I think I killed that horse. Yep, killed the horse. All right. So Bowendill can keep himself from dying to death. I feel like we might have a shot here. Bowendill, use your magnet powers. Use your magneto powers. I can hit her in the face. Girl, get some. I'm a dwarf. I'm a dwarf.
Going off of what you said something earlier about, a lot of these games you wouldn't have played.
Yeah.
Bunny of Fire says that if it were not for Rage Select, they would have never played Akiba's Trip.
Yeah.
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 They wouldn't own it.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, here's the thing. I don't have any. I'm kind of teasing Alex a little bit because Alex is way more into those games than I am. Like, he gets super, super, super goddamn excited. And I'm like, they're fun to play. But as I said, once we finished playing Galgun, I was like, I'm never playing this again. I mean, we'll be clear about this. Yeah. I mean, they still seem like interesting, kind of well-made games. But they're just not. They're not the style of game that I normally would go for on any day of the week. God damn, dude! Fucking get out of there! Get everybody.
You got to kill all the zombies and all the.
Well, and her.
Yeah,
like,
and
she's still
Alfar.
left. Here we go.
Alfar.
And my guys are. I mean, it seems like they regenerate when they get out of combat for long enough. But you know what? I don't think I'm supposed to mess with the zombies. I think it's supposed to be her and.
Well, it says also kill all the undead, but.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
okay. There's a number of undead. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck. Is this one of those games that'll let you bone yourself? Whereas, was I not supposed to get into this fight? And because I've gotten into it because I'm too low of a level, I'm screwed at this point.
Maybe.
Get the fuck out of there, dude. Go, Tonguedill. Wait, this is a different guy. I need to get him out of there because he's getting his butt kicked. What has he got? Okay. Everybody get away. Ah, shit. You get away from me, lady. You get away from me, lady. Get away, lady. Wait, hold on. I think this charm might be giving me some health back. Try getting rid of the zombies. I really could stand to not have more zombies up in here.
I keep thinking a new person is running into the area, but she keeps just teleporting.
Yeah, she keeps leaving and then coming back. Fuck. Use your thing, dude. Use your thing. And do some attacks. Yeah, do some attacks. Do some attacks. Sweep the leg, Johnny.
Put him in a body bag, Tungradil.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that that video, that band that made that sweep the leg?
Yeah, No More Kings. I'm actually a fan of that band.
I like
they
that
also
song.
have a song about driving Kit and Knight Rider.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to get you away and heal some. I'm going to just bring everybody up here. And I'm going to get you out of here, too, because you're too stupid
Well, they're
to
just going to follow you.
Well, yeah, I know, but at least I can get them a little bit away and maybe get back a little bit of health. I don't know. You know, this is a pretty decent little system, little RPG system. Like, you know, it's not... it's no Baldur's Gate or anything, but... and I'm more of a fan of turn-based, personally, but... there are 3 more zombies that need destroying. Not you, zombies. Would you fuck off? Would you fuck off, please? Please? 2 more zombies. Where are they?
Final Fantasy King 9 was like, have you heard from Murphy lately? And it's like, I haven't talked to him specifically, but I mean, he just liked a couple stuff on my Instagram account, like literally why we've been talking.
Yeah. Yeah, he's out there in social media land. I mean, you know, he's not... oh, hey, there we go. Look, I got... these guys' health is way back. I need to find those other 2 zombies, though. Would you quit teleporting, lady? There we go. Oops, well, that was a mistake. Yeah, get her, get her, get her! Woo! All right, there's a few more zombies hiding somewhere. There's 2 more zombies, I guess?
Are they stuck in, like, terrain or something?
Maybe. I was kind of hoping that the other 2 AIs would go find them. Maybe they're back over here. They got knocked back over here somewhere.
Well, doesn't look like it.
Nope. Oh, there they are. Hey, we did it. Joe, we did it. Oh, wait.
Hey.
Oh, almost.
Yes, so.
We almost did it. I like this little game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I dig it.
It's kind of one of those RPGs. Again, I know I say this all the time, but, you know, the whole kind of like, I wish it had come out when we were in the game's drought and not when we're in the game flood. So.
There we go.
Woo, what's up, lady? Fucking burn that village to the ground. I burned your face to the ground. What up now?
Put an axe in your dick.
That's right. Oh, are you still alive?
You protected the glade.
Damn right we did. We're fucking dwarves. Also, we got attacked by zombies and we couldn't leave, so.
The perished land. The barrier has fallen.
You're freaking me out, lady.
Your stomach cramping. Unlike Boindale, you can't say a word.
The damn mate, I only had 1 job.
So this is
You
what
had
it is
one
like
job.
to rise from the dead. I feel nothing.
Oh, she's a zombie. Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire.
I am left with nothing. My love, my beauty, my home, and my forest. Everything has been taken from me.
It's still a forest. I mean,
I beg
maybe
you,
being a little melodramatic.
have mercy and put an end to my suffering.
Without even being able to look into her eyes, you recognize the sadness in the elf maiden's
See, she's different than the
expression.
others, so, you
The
know.
dignity
Yeah.
that she must once have radiated can only be imagined in her current state.
The whining Winerson. So what should we do? Let's pump her for a little bit of information.
Garen was here, and I've heard that you elves have special abilities in battle. Did the Alfar?
I guess the Alfar are the dark
The
elves.
dark
in
elves,
this.
yeah.
Presence. But when I confronted the elf, she had
Oh, and
already
they shortened
They're
that to
Alf.
Alf. Okay.
Yeah, they're elves.
and resurrected
Willie!
the perished land.
Well, you know.
Fills humans and
Got any
dwarves
cats?
with a hatred for life.
That's why you don't
It
see any
turns
cats in
you
this game.
into
They've eaten them
beasts.
all.
Yeah.
They charge through the village like a fury. And everyone that they kill.
Yeah.
Perished land spreads further south. Then Nod on won't need any orcs, ogres, or Alfar. 1 human losing their life in the perished land Oh, would be enough for the madness to sweep through the land like the plague.
I mean, don't be too melodramatic. Our dude's just a farmer. So now we have a choice whether we should decapitate this woman and put her out of her misery or just leave.
I'll just decapitate her.
Decapitate?
Let her yeah, put her out of her misery.
All right.
Your stomach turns, but you know that it's right.
Okay. Shkablam! Oh, damn. All right.
I've never seen the twins looking so serious. They would pit themselves against any army of orcs, but this is something beyond their power, and yours.
We need the Magi. They must rebuild the barrier.
Okay. We must let Ionin know what's happened here.
Before the Perish Land spreads further.
Can't believe it's fallen.
Anything could go wrong with all that hocus.
It has held back the Perish Land since the fall of the Fifthlings.
Oh, the Fifthlings!
Whenever it loses power, it's the primary
Wait, those are new, right? We haven't heard about the Fifthlings before?
That's new. This is like how many fucking breakfasts are there for hobbits?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I've told you, John, but I'm a 44thling. 44thling.
Lands might possess powers so great that even the 6 Magi weren't ready for it.
Da-da-da! Woot! Got some experience points. Yeah, leveling up, leveling up. Tony Dill's got a brand new bag. We got leap attack and we've got charge attack. I already got somebody with leap attack. Let's do charge. Confirm, and we got some provisions, and we got a pearl.
Nice.
And we got some cash. And yeah. So
all right,
let's
that's
go.
good. Mm-hmm. All right, let's.
I don't know, chat. What do you guys think about this? You guys having any fun at all watching this? You know.
This is says Bunny or Fire. I think they were having more fun when I was just mocking you and trying to make you angry.
Yeah. Well, they always do. They love it when I'm angry. Relationship improved by 10%.
They're like, isn't that terrible?
I mean, I don't know. I like looking at some of the other stuff. Like we could have played Final Fantasy 15, but just would have been more fucking Final Fantasy 15.
Books and tried to prize out the knowledge that they hold. But now, you must admit to yourself that you can't decipher them.
Okay.
However, you're sure that
A lot of people are saying, it looks okay, but it's, it's not our cup of tea. It's not, it doesn't look bad. Just not my type of game.
What the heck? Garen is dead, and you want to know what you're lugging around.
Because
with
it's
you
no
for
fault
the
to
length and
say.
breadth. A piercing, bone-splitting sound
Whoops!
rings out, and small spheres of light shoot into the air,
Whoops!
moving in
Whoops!
colourful
Probably shouldn't have done that.
explosions.
By the mountains of Girdlegard. What was that, scholar?
I just wanted to examine the magical trap. It's for thieves.
Boindale looks at the pouch with animosity.
Magical frippery.
The twins
Frippery,
sit down.
eh? Okay.
Just like previous nights, you are haunted by the image of the elf maiden nailed to the tree in Greenglade.
Wait, what
You wake
previous
from your
nights?
sleep
We
and
just
look around
left.
you. The night is unusually dark. Despite your good dwarven you're about to lie down again.
Uh-oh.
But suddenly feel something cold against your throat.
Uh-oh.
Next to you, the pale face of an elf slides into view.
Good evening. I'm afraid.
Ooh, sinister
misty
voice.
travel in Greenglade. So my companion.
Let's see. Try to call for help. Try to free yourself. Say nothing.
Try to call for.
I'm
You
gonna
don't have
glare.
much experience with Alpha, and only want to act when you're sure. that
Oh,
it will
okay. Well, that
achieve
works, I guess.
Don't worry. I won't kill you. Not
Sounds like the guy
yet.
that does the voice for Death a little
Do
bit
you know what I am going
from
to do
The
instead?
Crow.
You feverishly search for an answer, but you can't even imagine how an Alpha thinks.
I will kill everyone who means anything to you.
What a dick!
I will destroy.
You tense your muscles, readying to defend yourself, but suddenly realize that the blade. You look over to Boendal, who is easy to
Okay.
recognize in the bright moonlight.
Smacks his
Next to
lips.
you,
Just a
Boendal
nightmare.
smacks his.
That wasn't a nightmare. That was realsies. It was total.
where are we going now?
realsies. We got to go back to where we started from. We're gonna redeliver the stuff that we got in the village to Eodin or whatever his name is, and warn him about the magic attacks.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
When he offers you a piece, you take it.
I knew we'd make a dwarf of you in the end.
look, man, your sticky cheese is the only thing you got.
You don't have to answer. It tastes better than you first thought.
Okay. Well, how about some questions, chat? We got plenty of time. Or wait, what? How much time do we have?
We got like 20 minutes.
Okay.
It's only 5:36.
Plenty of fire. We actually, John and I missed the Game Awards. They were literally happening. Well, no, they were happening while we were recording the podcast.
The Game Awards.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw. I got to watch all of PSX because I was at work and I was ignoring work and watching the PlayStation Experience stuff, which I'm probably going to get in trouble for, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I was, whatever.
In the tavern, there are half a dozen people
yeah,
sitting at
I
tables
didn't get a chance to watch it
I
because I
watched
was
all the
recording.
trailers.
Yeah.
that were at
farmers
both,
and
so
laborers from the surround-
we didn't really talk about it because we were recording the podcast while it was airing for
Yeah.
the Game Awards. Though I'd mentioned it at one point,
You follow me, you hear
but
muttering from one of the
yeah, so
tables.
What a groundling's doing.
we haven't really talked about anything specific. Excited about Bulletstorm being re-released, I guess, because I'd like to play that again.
Somewhat excited. I mean, I don't think
your reasoning for not really being excited for remasters.
same thing. Yeah.
But this one, I'm kind of okay with, considering what People Fly has basically said about it.
Yeah.
Is that if this re-release does well, then they can make Bulletstorm 2.
Right.
Which, again, you've talked about sequels as well, so I don't know if that's something you want a sequel to.
That's one of those ones where, I mean, I don't mind. Bulletstorm was set up a universe that would do well with a sequel. I find it a little distasteful that they've shoved Duke Nukem into Bulletstorm because Duke Nukem doesn't need to be in Bulletstorm. That's just kind of.
It's something. It's if you pre-ordered. It's not something you.
No,
it's not
I know.
something that makes or breaks the game. It's something because. It's just something stupid and fun that they're doing because, Gearbox is publishing it because they've started up their new publishing division.
Yeah, no, I know all of that, but I still find it distasteful that they shoehorned Duke Nukem in because it's like, you own the rights to Duke Nukem. Do something. Do something with Duke Nukem, for fuck's sake, Gearbox. Make a new Duke Nukem game. Quit making Battleborn and make a Duke Nukem game instead. I can write you a Duke Nukem game tomorrow if you need me to. I mean, look at what they did with Doom. Hell, if you don't want to do it, give it over to id. They've shown they know how to redo an old franchise and make it good again.
Have already returned to the capital, Talborough.
But I think it's still nice to give people the ability to play Bulletstorm who haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
There's not a single fishing boat.
But,
what else was there? But Bulletstorm,
The Death Stranding trailer, which we
Mass
talked
Effect
about.
Andromeda.
Mass Effect Andromeda, which looked like Mass Effect.
Yeah.
I'll play it. I'm excited to play it. But the trailer didn't make me any more or less excited to play it than I already was.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that for a lot of these trailers, with the exception of some of the stuff that was announced or played at the PlayStation Experience, is that the stuff that happened at the Game Awards, I wasn't surprised by any of it.
Yeah.
And it did, and for the stuff that I knew about, I wasn't what I saw didn't make me more exexcited or less excited.
Yeah.
It was just that was stuff I was already excited for. So
yeah. But if I feel like that Zelda trailer, was there anything different or new in there?
They showed a female character.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, we looked at that really briefly.
Yeah, they showed a female character, and a lot of people now have questions. Can you play as that female character? Can you who is that female character? Is it Zelda? Is it Linkle?
Yeah, Linkle.
Is it a different character? Is it who is that kind of thing? So
it would be kind of weird if Nintendo, if they backpedaled with their whole with that bullshit, that stupid bullshit explanation that they had about why we've always looked at the central core as Ganon and Zelda and Link, and if you made Link into a woman, that would destabilize the triangle. It was like, dude, shut up. You're just making up shit. Fernando R2 asks, honestly, does anybody care about Duke Nukem anymore because of a niche audience?
Besides a niche
audience. I think that you could. I think that if you made a smart Duke Nukem game, if you made bada bing, bada boom, maggity schmaggity yakety. I think that if you made a smart, good Duke Nukem game, that it would be fun. The problem is that there's been literally one Duke Nukem game between Duke Nukem 3D and now, and that is Duke Nukem Forever, which I can see where if Duke Nukem Forever had come out in the PS2 era, it would have been considered a really good game, but it didn't. So, you know, that. But, yeah, I feel like you can make a Duke Nukem game, use that character and the kind of attitude to make something that would be really fun. I don't know. Would you play a well-put-together Duke Nukem game, like a clever, well-made Duke Nukem game?
Yeah, it's called Serious Sam. Oh! No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'd play it if it looked good. Like, I didn't think Duke Nukem Forever looked good, so I...
Bulletstorm is a good example of what you could do, like, with a kind of a Duke Nukem style game, right? Where it's like, it's an irreverent protagonist. It's a lot of kind of just like, you know, yelling and screaming and carrying on, right? Add to it a first-person shooter with a...
but that's not Gearbox though. That's
sure.
a different team.
Oh no, yeah, I know that. I think Gearbox is probably the worst team to have on that, to have Duke Nukem as a thing, because they, I don't know, they don't really seem. I'm not a big fan of Gearbox these days, but
traces of the attack on
but
you could make a good Duke Nukem game.
Also, Epic Gamer 3, you asked who's on the Ragecast this week. The podcast would be me, which we've said a few times already.
Yeah.
It's me and Jeff. It was me, Austin, me all along.
Is anything interesting?
The landlord shakes his head.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of some of the other announcements that were made at the...
I mean, I was trying to think of. Oh, at the Sony thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was Gravity Rush 2. There was the Uncharted spin-off game with the ladies.
Well, I wasn't talking about the Sony experience. I was talking about the Game Awards.
Oh, the Game Awards. I don't know because I didn't watch them.
Once you reach the top of the hill above Goodwood.
I don't remember there being anything else. Like, I think I would have heard if there was something real big. But I don't remember there being anything super, super big.
Why are the Magus' vaults here in the middle of nowhere?
It's to do with the...
And that's why he lives in the vaults?
No, it's more to do with security.
As you near Calmstead.
Okay, attack the orcs. Let's see if we can not crash this time.
We'll see. I will say, I don't think I've had anywhere not saying that you had it with this game, but we've experienced quite a few like games crashing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've had that bad that many games crash on me on my PS4.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird to me.
Are you playing the same games?
No, that'd probably be why.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the games that are crashing are games like this that are obviously not super well optimized.
Yeah.
Plus, you know, you and I a lot of times tend to play weird things, but yeah, it doesn't happen. I mean, I think that it may stand out because of just because of the amount of games that we are playing.
Yeah, true.
Like I've never had I never had a crash on, for example, Final Fantasy 15. I don't believe has crashed on me once so far. So. Let's see. He should already have a thing, right? 1, 2. Yeah, who else needs a thing? You don't have a thing. Take this pearl. No. Take this Fralis scarf. Take these magical artifacts. Provisions? Gold? Books? Nope. Okay, fuck it. Let's fight. Fight!
There are still people in the houses.
Oh, wait. Who am I controlling?
And quickly.
Are you controlling any of them?
There we go. Free the villagers. You guys can fight. I'm going to free. How do you free? Do I have to, like, break open the door? Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like I do have to break open the door.
Yeah, you guys keep them at bay. We'll, yeah. So.
His axe sucks.
Yeah.
Or is he just not, like, close enough to actually be hitting it?
I don't know.
They lock them in their houses and then burn them to death?
Yeah.
Orcs are assholes.
Yeah, they are.
Get out of there. Come on. There we go. Everybody out. Let's see if there's some other houses.
Yep, there's another one right there.
Let's see.
Where those logs are pressed up against the door.
Where?
Below you. Like right there in front of you. Like
okay.
go straight there.
Ah, okay. Yep, gotcha.
You,
I thought that I thought I made him have. Oh, okay.
No, you did the dash.
Yeah, no, that's. Oh, hey, that was ludicrously effective. Hey guys, get over there and help them. Fuck these dudes. We got villagers to save. Ah, chop, chop, chop. Break down that door. Yeah, these guys suck compared to those zombies. Okay, how many villagers do I have? 7.
So now you gotta go up.
Okay, what about over here there? Is that a house? Well, that's definitely a house up there.
Yeah. That's the door you need to break.
There we go. Let's try this. Smang black as a smang. Let's get everybody up there. Go, Tungdell. I'm gonna run right through these a-holes. I can open that door. Wait. Oh, there we go. All right, let's get this guy over here. I like that you kind of like leave them by themselves. That like in that last one, it was like more of like a boss fight, but in this one, it's like
well, actually, that's a house too. So like
this one,
the behind it was in front of the other house that you.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's one right there. Boom, boom. So I got my chop, chop, chop.
Oh, he's probably the best one to do that with then.
Yeah.
Because of that move.
Is that it? Oh,
that was it.
I guess that was all that I needed to do. I kind of like the fact there's an objective that's not just killing everybody. Ugh. Well, I guess I'll try to find something that's a little wackier next week for you guys. But I don't know. I kind of like this game.
As soon as the last orc is killed, you and the twins free the remaining villagers.
It would seem the stories are true. Dwarves really are the best orc killers. We don't have much that we...
We'll take the food. Yeah, you keep the food. I got plenty of food.
We can't let you leave empty-handed. If you ain't
Prepare a feast for you this evening.
The food is simple
Okay.
but hearty farmer's fare. The beer strong.
All right. Strong beer, good food.
Works enough for us.
Good to go. Yep. All right. Oh, well, they gave us food anyway. I told you to keep your food, you dumb villagers. You're going to need it.
Maybe you took leftovers.
Yeah, maybe so. What, like a to-go box?
Yeah.
Yep.
They gave you a doggy bag.
Okay. Those birds over there. All right, we're back
That's
to...
ominous.
I don't like it here. All this hocus-pocus is bad news. Us dwarves know that and keep well away, just as Vracus commanded. I hope you know that too.
I cannot perform magic, and I've never attempted to. Nevertheless...
Okay.
Now then, it would seem that the tongue of the learned one becomes somewhat haughtier, and his sentences doth wind most strangely.
You can't help but grin guiltily.
Okay.
With a beseeching
I like that
glance
guy.
at the twins, you step into the area in front of the vaults. Seeing no one there you might greet, you and your companions enter your old home through the open gate.
What do you think? Is everybody dead?
Oh, everyone's dead.
Everybody's dead?
Everybody's dead.
Got those albino dwarves are in there. The elves are in there. Willie!
Baron Harkonnen is ransacking the village.
Baron Harkonnen and Alf.
And Alf. Yeah.
That's a buddy road trip movie that I would pay money to see. Baron Harkonnen and Alf just tooling around in Middle Earth.
Yeah.
Baron, you know Baron Harkonnen would have like a whole sack of cats for Alf.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Who the hell Bow built this tunnel?
Bowendahl examines the crumbling roof with a mixture of disbelief and indignation.
Okay.
Quiet. I want to surprise. Is that such a good idea? What if we give your master such a shock that he casts a spell on us?
I don't be turned into a bar of soap.
A mouse or a bar of soap?
It is
Horrors!
quiet in the vaults, but the smell of dinner is in the air.
That's no reason to go and get ourselves
Oh, that's
turned
not
into
meat
something
cooking.
Weird.
That's
We'll stay
people.
here.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, it's okay. So it's one of those. So it's one of those little like puzzle box rooms. I bet everybody's gone. I bet they all got kidnapped, and we got
I
to
think
go
everybody's
catch them. You think they're dead or gone?
I don't know.
Lumps of meat rise up and appear on the brown, bubbling surface of the soup.
A human foot.
A human.
Oh, you were right, John.
Turns.
You called
You
it.
have to fight hard.
Yep,
against the impulse.
that was his girlfriend.
Yep.
Was that a baby carriage thing?
Yeah. It's like looks like it.
Cradle's empty. Your stomach tightens. You refuse to believe it.
Dude, you just saw an entire village like destroyed and made into zombies. Are you honestly telling me that you can't believe that these bad assholes are that they're all bad Leroy Browns and they found your place and
Look,
fucking-
he knows you don't go tugging on Superman's cape.
Nah, well,
You don't spit in the wind.
yeah.
You look around the workshop with growing panic.
Oh, okay, so that's all these doors that we couldn't open before. Okie dokie. We got over here. I bet through this big door. Uh-oh. Grab him. Be like, hey, you. Are you going to go eat that feet soup?
What happened here? Speak. Ah, another one.
Oh, no.
shit! He's a Sith Lord.
He's a Sith. Fuck.
Oh no!
I didn't expect that. Whoa, good job, buddy. Oh, damn. That could have used some sound effects because it just kind of looked like he was patting the ground with his head until the blood came out.
It takes the Famulus a few seconds to comprehend the situation he suddenly found himself in. He seems to weigh up his options for a moment before he breathes out, and the tension.
All right. I won't use magic.
Oh, you're still alive.
Nodon killed him. He killed all of them in Parista. There's no one left in Girdlegard who can take on the last Magus. You're saying that someone
Boy, that was a
took
lot of
all
that was a lot
six
of jargon.
Magi at once and defeated them. Ridiculous. 5 Magi. My master Nudin is Nodon the Doublefold.
Not
The Lord
on
of
the
Perisland
Doublefold.
and Soon to be Lord of Girdlegard. He killed the masters.
Does this
and the
does
apprentices
this
followed
is
soon
this supposed to be
after.
funny?
They're all
Are they supposed to
gone,
be funnily
and he changed
named
the magic
in
field so that only
Girdlegard?
we can use them.
An icy hand grabs your heart. It's impossible that there's only a single Magus left, and he's not fighting against, but for the Perish land.
Let's see here.
Why are you snooping around in Lot Yonan's study? What are you looking for? I'm looking for artifacts that Lot Yonan, when he was in Parista, claimed he had forgotten and left in a cupboard. And for the books that were stolen from Greenglade. I'm guessing you're the dwarves that stole the books. What does your master want with the artifacts and the books?
Okay.
I don't know. He commands, we obey. He...
Final Fantasy
He's
King
going
9
to
wants
be
to know if
very
there's any
displeased.
games, series
I
that
did
you
find a
like the
bag in the
gameplay
cupboard,
but feel
but
the
it
story
didn't
is
contain
super
the
weak.
right objects.
For him, it's Fire Emblem.
What happened here?
Anything you
Where
can
is
think of?
everyone?
Like the
For a
mechanics are
while,
really good.
the
Story's
Famulus
just
seems
fucking
to
weak as
play
shit.
with the idea of being stubborn.
Trying to think of games that are
Bowendahl
supposed to
pushes
have a
harder
good
and harder
story.
at the crow's beak,
Because I
and
mean,
the
you could
tip
say like
penetrates the skin.
Pac-Man Championship
Blood
Edition is kind of a
seeps
weak
out.
story, but it's not really supposed to have one.
Ah, there.
I don't know anything come to mind.
Gone.
Yeah, I can't really think of
For
it
you?
either. Yeah.
A school full of
I like the
Magi
story of Fire
destroyed
Emblem
without any
personally,
signs
but,
of struggle. Lies.
The facts seem stacked against it,
I'm
but
also
you
really
cling
easily
on to its
entertained, so as long as you make a pretty decent effort, like
Yonan's
I'm
friend
willing to
and I
give
were
the
already
game
in
the benefit of the
Parista.
doubt.
There are only novices left. We made easy
Bunny Fire
work
wants
of
to know,
them.
what was the most
The
bloody
Alpha
tabletop
was listening to
campaign
us.
you have ever
He
played?
insisted on being part of the raid after
Obviously,
he
Bunny
found
Fire's
out
never
that
played
you
Nuke
grew
War
up here.
before because every
He opened
game
the
of Nuke
gates
War is the most
and
bloody
killed
tabletop
most of
campaign you've
those
ever
here
played
before they even knew
because you're
what
literally
was
nuking
happening.
millions and millions of
In your
people.
mind's eye, you see a pale face appearing from the darkness. You saw what Elfar are capable
about you?
of in Greenglade. You pushed the thought to the back
I don't
of your
know.
mind
Like, I
and
mean,
tried
there was
I've
a
had enough of
played
your lies.
D&D. I
They're
mean,
alive. Lot Yonan
had some
escaped
pretty
and has
bloody
gathered his
encounters in
apprentices,
D&D.
Thrala, and the others around him to fight against Nodon.
But yeah, other than that, I
The
can't really
war's
think of
over
anything
before
like
you
that's
even
specifically
noticed it
bloody.
had begun. Nodon cannot be
Blah blah. We will leave immediately.
Did he
This
just, like,
news is of
tap
great
his hammer on his
importance to
head
the
and knock him
Council of
out?
Dwarves.
I don't think he's knocked
I'm
out.
not going anywhere. I have to find my friends and I... Orcs! Lots of them!
Yeah, let's blast some orcs. Let's see. Sparks, that's an incredibly strange question. All right. Beat back the attackers. How much time we got over there, by the way?
We're at 5:57.
Oh, shit. All right. So not very long at all.
Yeah, we're almost over.
All right. Well, hey, folks, if you guys have never been around for a Sunday stream before, if you've wandered into this, we're from RageSelect.com, and you can go there to check out Let's Plays and other stuff that we do. So give it a look. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I don't understand Sparks' question. Who would you assign Naughty Dog to
if
be at?
Naughty Dog was to be purchased or bought out by a company that's not Sony, who would it be?
Oh.
Would it be Ubisoft? Would it be Activision? Or would it be EA?
Who would I want it to be?
Yeah, who would you want it to be? If
Of
you,
those
if the choice
three?
Of those three, which would you choose?
EA.
specifically?
I find EA to be the better company of the three of those. Ubisoft is too scattershot and surreal, and Activision would just make them make the same game forever and ever. Amen.
Well,
So
I mean, Activision. I don't think Activision is that bad because I mean they do let Blizzard do whatever they want. But then again, is Naughty Dog on the same caliber as Blizzard?
maybe.
But you know, it's Ubisoft. I feel like would more let them be whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
But the problem is that they've got that hostile takeover thing going on with Vivendi right now, which could.
Oh shit! Bam!
Yeah, which could also hurt it. So yeah, probably EA. I don't know.
Fucking hell! Goddamn! This is hard. Gotta move more defensively. Uh-oh, shit. Fuckface is also dying. No, get out of there, Fuckface! Go, Fuckface, go! Dash! Run for your life!
Is he the last one?
No. Other dude's fine. It's just that these two are getting their asses spanked, and so they need to like get away from the fight for a little bit in order to regenerate some health, because they do regenerate health. It's just you have to keep them out of the battle for them to do that. So if they just stay over there, that's kind of what I was missing early on. Like this guy's obviously like a very tanky guy. He's got like some of the crowd control stuff. So I just have to keep them to themselves.
Well, if Amanda were here, she would say, you know, enjoy your time at Jeff's Dank Worm Pit.
Yes.
Don't forget to, when going into Jeff's Dank Worm Pit, to wear your Jeff specials.
Yes.
And, you know, I don't know. And always remember what 20-year-old Jeff would do.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Like 6 different Jeff memes all at the same
yeah,
time. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Well, it sounds like that's our
It's
cue to
6
finish it
p.m.
up. Okay. Well, let's finish it up. Yep. We'll have a podcast up in a couple hours. Thanks everybody for watching. Yeah. Bring all 3 heroes to the side entrance. Okay. This has been the Dwarves. I like this game. I think that I can see where things are. I can understand people who might not, but I'm digging it so far. So. Probably won't ever play it again, but you know that's just how.
That's because you're busy with other games.
That's how the world works. Yeah, I don't have time to play in little indie niche games, but I think this is one of those things where it's like I got to say one more thing, and it might put us a little bit over time, but I feel like this is one of those games where if you're watching this and you're even remotely interested in this, it seems like it could totally work with a mouse and a keyboard. And it also feel like it's one of those things where you probably could find this on the Steam obligatory Steam winter sale for very cheap. Like it'll probably come up with a $20 price tag. Ah, son of a bitch. During those Steam winter sales. So maybe keep an eye out for that.
Well,
anyway, thanks everybody. Good night.
Later.
We'll see you later.